Okay. Hi there! All these mics and all this web stuff. And, oh, hey, is my mic working? Oh, thanks, Grant. Thanks, Grant. All right. Come on in. We're going to get going. All right. So come on in. Time is tight to get 8 presentations in. So I'm just going to, just so teams know, I'm just going to keep a couple of seats at the front, but it would be super to have more people. When they come in the back, we'll send them down here so the rows don't look so empty at the front. People like the back rows, Marianne, for some reason. I like the back row myself, the very back in the corner right up there, but no, they can't. Yeah, that's right. I know you'd love to. All right. Oh, thanks. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, do it for the first 2. That's super. Yeah.
Before you start.
Oh, I see. Okay, is it all right now? Oh. Hi.
I'm going to turn you up out there.
Oh, I see.
It was a little bit just...
okay. All right, that's good. Oh, thanks. And then for Rick, they're not here yet, but I'm going to start anyway. All right. Oh, they are here. Excellent. Hi, Section A. Yeah. Stephanie has stuff for you.
Okay.
She's just going to wait till Rick and Rita. I saw them go, so she'll just wait. And then they're looking for the sheets, Stephanie, which is good. All right, people. We have, hi, Section A. Hi, people. Thank you. This is great. Yeah, make me, oh, look, the professor says, hey, people, and they settle right down. This class is being live webcast, right? So your parents and friends can see it. So when you listen to me, this is very good, right? It looks like I have some control. Oh, hi, Rita. Anywhere here. This is good. Okay, perfect. No problem. It's one of those mornings, students as well. So I've got my Dino slides, but you do not have to be on Dino. I just use them today because it means Section A. I know everybody's excited, especially me. I was telling Stephanie I couldn't sleep last night. I get so excited about this class. But because time is tight and we have 8 presentations and lots to do, I need you to listen. So as I was saying, oh, there goes the mic again. As I was saying, you do not have to use Dino. There's nothing on there you're going to want to save, but it means that I can manage the slides that I use from my tablet. That's why I'm using it. So I've asked you to sit in your teams. This is important. I'm with a team member on the aisle, and my recommendation is that, and if you're not in your teams, you might want to just kind of relocate. There's a spot down here for a whole team. Your tech person should be sitting on the, hey, come on in, just go right to the green room, right, Rick? And have your tech person sitting on the aisle, right? So they're the first one out, right? So once you're, once you know you're going to present, the tech person and the whole team will come out. The tech person will come up, people. The tech person will come up to the front and put the USB key. The computer is in here. All right, and my TA, there'll be a tech expert TA who will help you if you're having any trouble. And then this is where you're going to present, right? So then the whole team will kind of form a semicircle back here. And your presenter or presenters, whatever, will step up to the mic. Now, the mic is stationary. because I found that when people move it around, it just gets confusing, and before you know, you drop it. So if you don't want to use the mic, that's your option. You can present without it. But because of the webcast, the only way they're going to hear you, this is really loud, very loud, Grant. And he controls the level from the back. The only way they're going to hear you is if you speak into that mic, okay? They'll hear you otherwise, but it just will be kind of weak, right? Because it won't be mic assisted. So you'll do your presentation. Then my 3 guest VIPs are here. They'll grill you with questions, which is a tradition anymore. And then I'll call the bell because I'm the timer. And then when you're finished, you'll move over here and get yourself organized. You'll see your TA here, and would you get people to take pictures of teams? And we have Management 1K Twitter, so tweet a few out. That'll make Mark Orland really, really happy. Right, and then you'll go back and the next TA will come up and present. So pretty much it's 3 to 4 minutes, and for each of you, because we do want to finish, before your next class starts. I will just remind you that this is not a competition, okay? It's a showcase. So I'll remind you, we did not go looking for the best this, the best that, the best that. We looked for... as a matter of fact, I could do a random draw right here in the auditorium and have great presentations. All the presentations were great. All of the ideas were innovative. What we looked for was a range, right? A variety. And your TA will tell you a little bit about the rationale behind the selection. So a summary of the I'm going to call them awards, but they're recognition. Now, the only reason I have these is so you have something to put on your resumes, right? So you can say, I competed, and this is what all of you can say. I competed in a class-wide competition with 80 other teams. You know, I placed here. I was one of the finalists, and our team was awarded, and then you can say what this was. And then it looks great on a resume, but it looks great on everybody's resume because it shows you have some, hi there. It shows that you have some experience competing and being involved in a competition. That's what the name of the awards are. I'm going to tell you the rules of the game. And this is the order we're going to do it. We'll have some closing comments at the end. And here are our guests. So, usually the 8:30 class is asleep at this time in the morning. I don't usually have to worry about them talking at all, do I, until about 9 o'clock. So, hi. Just, please. Tap your friend on the shoulder to for me if they get, thank you. Oh, that's great. So I imagine what they're talking about is they're all excited to know who will be the expert VIP guests who will be doing the grilling. And I can tell you that Marianne Curran is here, and she is an expert in childcare. And I have a neat project you're going to enjoy. And also, Jones New York, she's been involved in global business. And I'm going to give them a chance to introduce themselves to you at the end. But at the beginning, I'm just going to remind you that they're highly qualified. She's got all kinds of financial background, etc. So round of applause for Marianne Curran. We might as well warm her up right now, right? And then I have Rita Hanasak, who has been with Scotiabank, involved in downsizing. Oh, they really like you, Rita. We go way, way back, all the way back to the MBA. Rita was one of my students when I was teaching MBA. We've done some research. I know, it's amazing. You can do both. We did some research together when she was at Scotiabank. She's into all kinds of new things now, and she also has a hugely impressive financial background. So, yes, well, we've already welcomed you, so I'm going to move right on to Rick Flanagan. Oh, they did applaud. I don't think I'd applaud for Rick until I knew why he was here, right? I always tease Rick that he's the black sheep of the family. As you can see why I say that. I met him when he was a golf pro, right? I'm managing a huge golf course, and I thought, wow, isn't that neat? But he's also really an entrepreneur at heart. He's done all kinds of things, and he's a businessman at heart as well. So you can imagine he'll be asking those killer questions. I know Rick from way back. I have other guests coming, Dr. Tom Beachy, Mark Orlin, we all know who he is. Ali McCooey, Sophie Burry from the library. And one person I would like to stand up is my course assistant, Stephanie Allen. Yeah, round of applause for sure. I didn't sleep all night because I was excited, but Stephanie, of course, was working out all the details. This is why Stephanie didn't sleep last night and was here early in the morning. And I've invited lots of other guests. I've got research assistants. Oh, hi, come on down. I've got research assistants. I have HALT team guests. I've got room for you at the front. Come on, please, please, please. This is great. One of my guests is here. Yeah, Ali McCooey. Everybody knows Ali from, yes. Hey, there we go. Thank you very much. And then I also sent you the live web link, right? And I know some years there's many of you who are international students who have sent the web link home. It doesn't really matter if it happens to be you who presents. Parents enjoy seeing the quality of the presentations and the ideas that students are talking about, just so they get a sense of what you're learning and what you're doing, and how you can be quite proud of your cohort. So hi to my friends. I know it looks kind of chaotic, but when it's a class, we just have a lot of fun with this week. Oh yeah, my TAs. I'm going to ask my 8 TAs to step up and please introduce yourself quickly. And I made one exception. Yeah, round of applause. All right. So, yeah, just introduce yourself briefly and then where you come from and kind of what you're doing. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Sam. I'm one of the TAs this year. I hail from Richmond Hill, Ontario. And I hope to be a lawyer one day, so hopefully I pass the bar. Wish me all luck.
All right.
Hi, everyone. My name is Eugene, and I'm a PhD student. My expertise is mathematics, so my students are expert in math.
All right.
And they will win today. Thank you.
It's a challenge.
Hi, everyone. I'm Beta. I'm a third-year JD MBA, and I used to be a graduate of this program.
All right, there we go.
Hi guys, good morning. I'm Tej. I'm a second-year MBA student, and I'm really looking forward to all the presentations tonight. Good luck.
Hi everybody, my name's Ted. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, cheer for me. I'm a second-year IMBA student, and I can't wait to hear everybody's stuff.
All right, there we go.
So this set is not a competition of the TAs.
Yes.
I'm Claire Dang. I'm proud to be the TA of tutorial A4 and D4. I'm a fourth-year PhD student in accounting, and have fun.
Yes, excellent. All right.
I'm Scott. I'm a third-year JD MBA student, and I'm glad I was scared there'd just be silence.
I know.
So I'm completely satisfied.
Only silence when I step up to the mic, right? Uh-oh.
Hi, my name is Shoaib. I'm a fifth-year PhD student and the leader of, I shouldn't say leader, but the the instructor of A1, and I look forward to your presentations.
You're definitely a leader, Schwab, yeah. All right, there we go, round of applause. Okay, they're gonna sit down. And then I'm just gonna set this up in advance. I told you that it's not a competition, and it is not a competition. However, I do want to thank those teams who end up having to come up here on like really short notice, right? Because you'll only hear who you are when your TA comes to the mic. Like you won't know until, what, 5 seconds before you have to present. So that takes a lot of courage, right? And a lot of fortitude. And I love the spontaneousness. And so I acknowledge, tap, 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 shh. So I like to acknowledge each team with a certificate. It has no cash value. You cannot get, I warn you now, you cannot get cash for it. Or take a trip or anything like that. But it will enable you, your whole team, so 6 or 7 of you in some cases, and your TA, right, to go to Tuckner's and have 2 pieces of pizza and pop, okay? As a group, okay? So that's the thank you. So Stephanie, you're going to give those to the TAs. So when your TA is over here you're taking the picture, they will be handing you the I'm thinking the certificates, Steph. Do we have those? That's great. When you step over here and you get your picture taken and your TA is there to be with you, maybe the last time you see them, I don't know. It's optional if they want to take you for lunch. I got the feeling they weren't really all that impressed with the TAs from the welcome you got. And so make sure they give that to you, right? And then as I say, it's your choice. It's a way for you to have your final team meeting and take your TA with you if you wish. All right, so the rules of the game. Hi, people. This is important. I'm the timekeeper. I ring the bell, right, when the question period is ending. I'm going to ask you to make the 60 to 90-second pitch. Aim for around a minute. At 90 seconds, I'll definitely stop you. And then I told you how the setup goes, and then there'll be 3 to 4 minutes of questions from my honored guests. And again, sometimes I stop you in the middle of an answer, but that will go on. And then again, you move over to the side, get your picture taken, and then the next team will come up. So those are the rules of the game, nothing difficult here. And wow, hey, here we go. We're going to start right now. So I'm going to invite my A1, is it an A1 TA who's doing the introduction? Excellent. Oh. Now we get silence, of course.
I remember when I was an undergrad, 2 words describe my experience: overworked and underappreciated. I remember half the battle was being able to sit down and concentrate on the task at hand and focus. Back then, we only had MSN Messenger to distract us. Now you guys have Facebook, WhatsApp, Snapchat, and Instagram, with both strangers and friends sliding into your DMs. So what's the student to do? Well, this next group has a solution for you. Their product is based on the Pomodoro productivity technique, and it ensures that you're able to concentrate at the task at hand and make the most productive use for your time. So Focus App, please come up here.
a circle like here. Move up, move up, move up, move, 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 move. We haven't got much time. All right? Now, I know you saw Shoaib pull the mic out of there, but I'm sorry, that's a no-no. Only TAs can do that, so I'm going to ask you because otherwise I know what happens. I've been through this before. So with that, take it away. Oh, look at he has his slides ready. You have a great tech person, right?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Today, for our new enterprise, we chose to develop an app called Focus.
Hi, everyone. So Focus is a time management application that we developed that is based on Francesco Carrillo's Pomodoro technique. And the Focus application provides users with a platform to break work into focused time blocks that are usually around 25 minutes or so, with scheduled breaks in between for around 5 minutes. Unlike other applications that just provide you with like a timer to manage your time and break work down, Focus actually provides you with utilities to aid you with achieving optimal productivity. During your 25-minute work session, this includes peaceful music and sounds that have been psychologically proven to benefit you while studying. And during the break, this includes prompts to stretch, which can relieve muscle tightness, and so you can recharge and refocus. No. Yes.
So the Cirillo technique is proven by a psychological state where students are using their own capabilities to study the way they want to at their own pace. And this helps them to manage time ultimately and to make the most of their day. As said by Nabil, the stretching prompts and the music help aid them to their study ethic, and it helps them make a social impact on their environment whenever they study in different scenarios.
All right, so why choose Focus? It's basically an app unlike others, and it's here to help you benefit both physically and mentally. So this is why you should choose Focus.
There we go. Okay. A quick question for you. Pomodoro. I assume that you have been in touch with them. You've licensed that from them. There's some kind of a licensing fee or permission fee that you are paying to them. Is that correct?
Step up to the mic. Move, move, move. If you have presented, you cannot answer. So I need someone who has not spoken. Did you speak? Yes. Did you speak before? Well,
just the introduction.
No. Who hasn't spoken yet? Yes, there you go.
So the Pomodoro technique is a psychological technique that's free, so there is no license for it.
Oh, there you go. Great answer. See, look at that. That's super. Yeah. Good.
So I'd like to ask a question as well. How will you make money from your app?
Okay, everybody's spoken, so anybody can answer. But move closer to the mic so you can do it quickly.
So we have two sources of income from our app. The price of our app is $1, because that's the price of similar apps, apps of similar nature. And then we also have advertising revenue. And there's no pop-up ads, because that would be more distracting to the students studying. So it's based on sponsorships.
Oh, I like the no pop-up ads. Great. Another question? Hey, Rick, get them.
Okay, so I have an Apple Watch that reminds me to stand every how many minutes? Is this essentially going to do the same kind of thing? And why would I go and get another app when I always have my watch that has millions of apps on it already?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Why does he need it?
So when we started developing this app, we realized that this was a problem, especially like I have an Apple Watch as well. So I just found that the stretch prompts are more of a distraction at times because it's just, I can ignore them. Where this, it's actually breaks your time up specifically around your breaks so that you can recharge and refocus.
Yeah, so what do you, so what's the answer? Like, why would you use your app and not your Apple iPhone thing? Yeah, why?
Because the application has the entire package of what you need to be productive, where the Apple Watch just provides you with, you need to stand now, you've been sitting for too long, which doesn't really help for as many people.
All right, I'm impressed. Round of applause. Thank you. You're off to the hot seat. Move on. Yay. All right, now you know how it works, so a lot of thanks to... No, wait, your TA's coming. You've definitely earned the free lunch, I'd say that. Okay, where's my next TA? All right. And I'm just going to remind you, if you're presenting... I'm just going to remind you, people... I hate to push you on time, but there's 8. That's like 40, 45 minutes, right? So we have to end the class on time. So this is why I'm pushing you on time. This is why I'm going to say again, now you know how it works. When you come up to the mic, please don't take it out because this takes a lot of, fiddling around. What can I say? Anyway, I hate to be mean to you, but just so you know. Okay, let's go. Sam, who have you got? Who's coming next?
Okay, so repping for us in A2, I really want to commend this team because what they did in particular was to put themselves in the shoes of other people. So I think it's really easy or easier to develop a product that you think of what would I be able to use and what would be useful to me. And this team in particular really put themselves into people with different life stages and thought about how their app could help them. So I'd like to take this opportunity to present Sitters.
Sitters, all right. Woo-hoo. All right, get your tech person. Run. If you're using tech, set it up. If you're not, don't worry about it. That's good. I like it. Hustle. This is good. All right. So the rule is the people who present cannot answer the questions. All right. Tell me when you're ready. Are you starting now?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hello. Hi. Put yes. Thank you. That's thoughtful.
Okay.
Rule number 1. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So take a moment to imagine. Take a moment to think. In this knowledge economy that we currently live in this continuous learning, there's going to be a day where you have to be at RBC working. The next day you have to give a stock pitch to the CEO of RBC. What do you do? What do you do if you have children? Do you just leave them home? We watched Home Alone. We know what happens when you leave your kids home alone, right? So at Sitters, we have an innovative solution with an easy-to-use app. Our app is a babysitting app that connects babysitters and parents seamlessly. Parents are able to go through hundreds of profiles of babysitters, reading their past credentials, their experiences, their past reviews, and so forth, in order to choose a babysitter that fits their needs. Parents are able to find babysitters in their neighborhoods easily, and they are able to book a babysitter up to 4 hours in advance. Sitters, we stand for excellence, quality, sustainability. We are here to revolutionize an industry that's never been touched before. Sitters, you're seeing the change.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, move up, move up, move up. And for Jeffrey, we're allowed to move the mic over, okay? This is good. Come on up, Jeff. All right, questions. I'm so proud of you.
Okay,
Hey,
I guess I'm kicking off. And you just met your worst nightmare. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, being in the childcare business. So I
Yeah.
could go on and on and on. But
This is
I
competition.
will ask this. So what kind of regulations, restrictions, requirements have you investigated to make sure that you are in compliance with the very strict codes in place in taking care of kids?
So with sitters, we have a really rigorous screening process for all people who apply as babysitters. And when they first open the app and they apply as babysitters, they have to send in their resume to see if they have any prior experience. They also have to send in their qualifications in standard first aid and CPR to ensure that they are able to handle like practical roles and situational things that happen. Also, they need to send in a recent police check, as well as valid government ID, just to ensure that they're legitimate and that nothing could be forged. And we want to make sure that they have the skills with these qualifications to prepare for babysitting situations.
And of course, they've all applied for the much higher level of check, you know, not just a police check, but a vulnerable sector screening check,
yes,
right?
that's it.
Okay, great. I figured.
Okay. All right. I'm impressed. She knows her stuff. Question.
Okay, I seem to be the money question again. So how do you generate income from this service?
Okay, somebody who hasn't spoken. There we go.
Okay, so we have two streams of revenue. Number one is, so we are going to be charging 13% commission for every babysitter guardian transaction. And our second course of revenue is something we call redemption courses. So as Stephanie mentioned, we're going to have like a rigorous screening process, and afterwards we're also going to have like a child psychologist exam and whatnot. But if there's consecutive negative reviews, then we offer our babysitters the opportunity to take this redemption course, also developed by child psychologists, and these redemption courses are $20 each.
All right. Oh, Rick. I never know what he's going to ask.
I've had a babysitter before.
I believe it.
My question, I guess, is that as you develop this and it goes further, are you going to try to develop training programs, further develop training programs to give yourself different levels of sitters?
Who's going to answer that? Who's volunteering? Yeah. Does Jeffrey? Okay, Jeffrey's going to answer it. Hey, yeah, do you mind? Thank you. All right. I think you have to be on the other side of him.
That's the other side?
Yeah, the other side is easier for him.
I think that's definitely in the cards. It's a suggestion that we would definitely take into account because we do take quality very seriously, and that level of training and development sounds definitely like a very attractive option.
All right. All right, one more question, anybody? Oh, yeah.
Actually, it has nothing to do with childcare. But I was just wondering, so your revenue stream is the purchase of the app, is that correct?
13% commission for every babysitter guardian transaction.
Okay, and I assume there's like, you can go on and you schedule when you want your babysitter, what age you want, how many kids you, like, so it's all sort of matching. And I would assume also you'd have something so it's sort of, if you've got a regular appointment, you can book it in for every Tuesday night for date night or whatever. Is that how the way it works? It's a good idea. It's very clever.
Bell. There you go. It sounds like Marianne knows your business opportunities. All right, so, yep. All right, let me have my next, yes, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, for anybody who wears glasses in the room, I think this next product will be quite life-changing. Please welcome to the stage Skittles Enterprise to present Eye for Eye.
Woo! All right, here they go. Oh, look at them hustle. Yeah, do the USB key. All right. It's in the case. Sorry. And then the rest of you, move. Get in formation. It only takes one to set it up. Hi there. I want to see you in the center of the stage. Hello, welcome. The presenting area is over here. Yes, here they go. Don't be afraid. All right, here we go. Yes, thank you. Very nice. No.
You have to put the mic here?
Yeah, put it back in.
I like walking around though.
I know that. That's why I'm not doing it, right? It wastes to everybody. By the time they walk around with it, they become the show host, right? And I don't want that, okay? Go for it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
Hello. So our product starts off with the early 13th century. Ancient Egyptians and Babylonians both used some sort of water-filled sphere to magnify certain words. As you can see, this set the precedent of modern-day glasses. Modern-day glasses. So as you can see, this set the precedent for modern-day glasses. However, there was very little innovation, very little creation throughout centuries. And as a result, I feel had a duty. It feels that it had to create something to change this industry.
So what we did was we created Eye for Eye. We created glasses that incorporate the technology of crystal lenses, liquid crystal lenses, that adjust to your eyesight. We have a Bluetooth component, which connects to an app on a phone, but this is more product-based. And as soon as your prescription changes, instead of having to go to the eye doctor and get a new pair of glasses, which is very annoying, all you have to do is wear the same glasses and you'll see perfectly.
Are you wrapping? Is there a wrap-up? Is somebody wrapping up? This is it?
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eye for Eye. See the world through our eyes.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Very nice. All right, so move up closer. And remember the rule. If you've already spoken, your colleagues must take the first questions. All right, over to my judges.
Okay, so question for you. I'm a contact lens wearer. This sounds very appealing. Can I get contact lenses from Eye for Eye?
So right now, for our first few years, we plan on just forming the glasses. And if we can earn more investment, we definitely plan on expanding into contact lenses in the future.
Okay.
So I'm the same. I'm a contact lens wearer, and I wear these cheaters. And the cheaters some days work and some days don't, because my eyes are changing on a regular basis. So is there a way that I can test, and that's my next question is how do I test? Is there a way that I can test so that each day I can actually change to fit whatever mood I'm in, if I'm hungover or if I'm just, whatever it is?
So because we have an online app, so it's like a phone app, so now we can adjust it. So let's say you wake up in the morning and your prescription, let's say, changes, depends on the time of the day. So you can always adjust and scroll down and see which ones you prefer. So you can change it how many times a day you would like, and let's say in the morning or in the afternoon, as well as like if you're driving, and like let's say every time is like people have the different kind of like measurement for the prescription. So you can always change it, depends in the morning and the night or whenever you need, if you feel like you need to change it.
All right.
What about liability insurance? Have you guys investigated that to make, the last thing you need is you're driving along and something happens, the app,
goes crazy,
goes nuts, and your eye change, you ram your car. Have you looked into the liability elements of this and the insurance available for it?
Oh, one person hasn't answered. Who hasn't spoken yet? Up to the mic, let's go. Liability. It's an easy question. Go for it.
Well, I just want to say I wasn't prepared for this, but
for this question.
For the question,
that's
I mean,
right.
Right.
Yes.
That's what I meant.
That's right. Yes.
So yeah, we have set up a fund for our liabilities and insurance. So in the case of something, if that were to occur, then we have that fund set up to tackle that issue.
All right, saved by the bell. Hi, sorry, over there, right? Hi, people, stage right. All right, my next TA, stage right. People. Get your certificate. Over
right.
here. Yeah, but go for your picture. They're going to take a picture. Vida, picture. Picture.
Okay, so.
Just before you, hi, my friends. I'd like to introduce Dr. Tom Beachy. Please meet my students. Former director of the program and also associate dean. And also the reason I want to introduce Tom is because I'm being very mean to them, right, Tom? Around timing, et cetera, and it's because 8 of them are going to present, and I'm on a tight schedule. And I'm trying to get them. You know what my rules are. You can't move the mic. I'm going to repeat it for the next 3. Please don't move the mic. You can move the thing up and down or position it like that, right? But when you move the mic, you walk around with it. It makes it very hard for your friends. All right? And then the other rule is run. Get your stuff in. Make a semicircle. Right, Claire? And then step up to the mic. Don't stand at the back and look scared because people are watching you on the webcast, right? So step up to the mic and look professional and answer the questions. And then when you're done, I'll ring the bell and over here for a picture and the gift certificate. Okay, and away we go. Who have we got next?
All right. So, I don't have to do a survey to find out that most of you have done online shopping. And I also know that you're not someone who have nothing better to do but to expect your delivery all day. So if you ever had a problem with getting your delivery, you appreciate what ProSolver will have for you. Let's welcome Jacob, Mohammed, Hanzala, Hakim, Hina, and Jessica.
All right, welcome. Oh, look at them hustle. This is great. Oh, yeah, they've got it. I'm impressed.
Oh, hey. Shit. All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mohammed. This is ProSolvers. I'm the Chief Communications Officer. I think I don't have to go into depth, but I'm pretty sure most of you guys have done online shopping. And just a show of hands, raise your hand if you've missed your delivery because you weren't home. You see, I know it angered you and made you frustrated that you had to take time out of your busy day now to go pick up your package. Well, you aren't out of luck. We at ProSolvers have developed a revolutionary new product that will change the landscape of the e-commerce delivery and by providing many solutions to the many problems that online shoppers face today. Our goal is to better the lives and limit the troubles of the average online shopper. Our product is called ProSafe, and it is a name related to our slogan, security, efficiency, protection, and it is a specially designed smart container which puts the consumer back in charge of their own deliveries. ProSafe is a secure smart container which resembles a box and is attachable to the front door of the consumer's homes, or it can be placed on the ground right beside the front door, and or it's locked through a securing mechanism. So through the box is a locking mechanism that's attached to the consumer's front door of their homes. I know it's needless to say that most of you guys have done online shopping, and if you've missed your delivery, the delivery person will come. It'll unlock ProSafe using innovative technology like a badge ID scanner, and it'll place your product inside the ProSafe, and once the door is shut, the locking mechanism engages. So you might be wondering, why should I buy this ProSafe that you speak of? Well, for one, it can come super clutch in the instance that you aren't home. When your product is being delivered, and 2, it limits the amount of stolen packages. Like for the recent years, stolen packages have been a big issue. Products often go missing, stolen, broken, damaged, and ProSafe has been specifically designed to limit these problems and potentially eliminate them as a whole. In Canada in 2016, the total e-commerce sales amounted to 18.3 billion Canadian dollars, and it is projected to rise to 29 billion by the year 2021. So I think it's evident that there's a lot of people shopping online. And the odds of each and every consumer being home to receive their package or delivery on time is slim to none. So, yeah, so it's absolutely necessary that in the next coming years that ProSafe will be an essential to the average online shopper.
All right. Step up. Move up. Look professional. Step up. Step up. All right.
Okay, question for you. Nice presentation. How will you ensure nobody else can copy your idea?
Ooh, 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 ooh.
That's a great question. So
Yep.
what we're looking into right now is actually creating a patent. We haven't actually filed one, but we're in the design stage for that.
So you said something about being able to get into it with the scanner for the delivery person. So the delivery person is coming. I buy tons and tons of stuff from Amazon, but I also will go to Home Depot and a few other places where I get home delivery. How do I ensure that each of those companies has the scanner to get into my box?
Ooh.
So we're working with delivery companies, and we're trying to figure out how we can, for each individual company, how we can figure out a way to incorporate their badge ID. So we have to work very closely with delivery companies to ensure that they are able to access the ProSafe. So that's something we're like always working towards.
Can you give us an idea of the economics here? Sort of what's the cost to produce? What's your anticipated MSRP and your distribution network? What does that look like?
Hi there. There we come. All right. Be brave.
So we do have two sizes. So the small comes in $50 and the large is $70. And to produce, we're producing in Toronto so we can keep the business in Canada to create more jobs. And it's about like $20, $30 to produce the box.
All right.
Any cost to distribute?
Yeah, we have like a small fee from Alibaba.
Alibaba. Ooh. I heard they had great sales. I read that yesterday. Great distribution network. Any more questions? All right, Rick's got one. Watch out.
Okay, so last week I ordered a chainsaw, and then this week, last week I ordered a chainsaw, and this week I ordered 2 bar stools, and my box isn't big enough.
Uh-oh.
What do I have to do?
Uh-oh. Somebody who hasn't spoken. Come on, take it on. Let's go. All right, my friends. What is he going to do? What are you going to do?
So we have a box that expands and and then it also contracts too.
Ah.
So
Oh, whoa! Saved by the bell. I can see it. Okay, round of applause. Ah. Hey, Claire. Claire, that group is everything you promised. Definitely get on their feet. There we go. Hey, Taj, who have you got?
All right, so moving from deliveries at home, I'm sure everybody loves to go and shop.
Ooh,
So
yes.
the next team that's going to come up here is going to make your life easier and, going to help you with parking spots.
Whoa,
So I'm going to call upon spots.
All right. Look at them run. Look at them hustle. This is great. I love a team that hustles. It sets up a good first impression. Oh, in the bottom. Oh, I'm glad you're in the front, Ali. Oh, look at. Okay, get in formation. Get ready. You know, if you're competing in a competition, the way you come in and the way you look professional is half the battle. I'm not kidding you. You got to intimidate the other teams. You have to really look like you know what you're doing. Okay, they're ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Good morning, everyone. My name. Am I talking to the mic?
Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Vasudev, and I'm one of the founder of Spots. Spots is a parking service that our group came up with, and our goal at Spots is trying to solve the everyday problem that drivers have, which is parking. Did you know that drivers spend approximately 17 hours searching for parking? That's an insanely high amount of time, and you could utilize that time by doing something else more productive. Like many of us, we could start our MSDAs or do something else more productive. That was a joke. I meant
Yeah, I know. I
finishing
like it. I'd like
I meant finishing our MSDAs. Not only are you wasting time, but you're wasting other valuable things, such as gas, money, and your overall sanity.
So before thinking of our service, we thought of alternatives. While malls can create more parking space, however, it's really costly. Or, as a consumer, we can use other paid services such as valet. However, valet can be very costly. For example, at Yorkdale, valet costs about $15 per day. Or you can use other forms of transportation like the TTC or even Uber. Now, this eliminates parking completely, but most people don't really find this convenient.
So our solution is Spots.
Yeah, I will.
So by forming partnerships with venues like the mall, we plan to rent out the first few rows of parking spots, allowing our customers to have access to the most premium and prominent parking spots. The process is extremely easy. You become a member either through our online website or through the app. You park easy, and finally you tap in once you arrive at the parking spot, and once you're done, you tap out. This concludes our pitch. Please go check out our website for more additional information about our services, our team, and any promotional offers we have. And make sure to go check us out on social media as well. We'll make sure to follow you back. Our username is @SpotsLTD. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and I hope you guys have a great day.
I will. I know. Hi, people, step up. I'm just going to remind you to use the mic because they're, they're recording, right? And so when you weave away, they can't hear what you're saying. Of course, the mystery is great, but, if you want to be able to go back and hear what you said. All right, over to my VIP.
There we go. Okay. So first of all, excellent job, you guys. I think that was really professionally done, professionally delivered.
Yeah, very nice.
Question is, you've got the technology to show on a tablet or whatever where there's available spots. What about the technology that's needed on the ground? How do you make sure that that gets distributed and that you get the buy-in from the parking providers?
All right, so there's a weight sensor that we're going to install underneath each parking spot, which costs around $300. And it detects when a parking spot actually comes in. And there's a terminal in each parking spot that you can sign in with your barcode that you get when you sign in to the app and become a member. So when you get there, you tap in. It tells our service that you guys are there. It's an actual Spots member. If no one taps in and someone parks in the spot, it tells us that they're illegally parking there. And we're partnering with towing services to actually remove that vehicle out. And
another source of revenue, hey?
And once they're ready to leave, all they do is tap out, and they're charged for every minute that they're in the spot. So that's how we're doing it.
Okay, just to clarify, so you own these spots, or you're using other spots that are like the spots I parked at here? Believe me, I would have liked to have had that this morning. So the spots that are here, would you be using those and partnering with the owner of the real estate, or do you have your own real estate?
Oh my! Do I have to answer that question?
No.
I have to switch?
Yeah, switch.
Oh, switch. Okay. Okay, to answer that question, so we are partnering up with the venues. So we're going to be building a relationship in which we provide them with 25 to 35% royalty fee. And so what happens, we'll be renting out roughly the first 5 to 10 closest spots to the entrances. So that way you have the most premium location. And that way we'll install the sensors underneath, tap in, tap out, and that's how it works. Thank you.
How many years? Is this working? How many years will it take you to recover your cost of getting these sensors placed into all of the parking lots that you're using?
We plan to break even in 2020, around June, assuming that we start in the beginning of 2018.
Nice. Look at that, break even. I'm impressed. Hey, Rick, got a question?
So, I want to sign up for this, and I get to, I'm going to Yorkdale, and I find out that there's no locations, but I'm a member. What kind of remedy would you have for that?
Okay, who's left? Who hasn't spoken? Who hasn't spoken? My friend, have you spoken? No. Yeah. Did you? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I have a very bad memory. All right, let's go. What you gonna do? Yes.
Good question.
Yeah, good question.
So first of all, we're going to have a customer satisfaction survey. So you can talk about your experience, and then through that, we'll be able to get more parking spots for the future. What we can also do is maybe you'll just park your car, and then we'll have like a free valet service to park your car somewhere else, and then when you're done shopping, we'll bring the car back around for you so that you don't have to park like all the way in the back of the parking lot.
All right, good recovery. All right, we'll see if Rick sticks with you. Thank you. I'm so sorry, my friend. Tej. Yes, very nice presentation. All right, wow, who's my next TA? Ah, Scott. Whoa, what do we got?
All right. Are you, what am I wearing? You guys went so formal. Are you so technologically advanced that you entered the office of 2030 back in 2008?
Ooh.
Are you so networking savvy that you're connected with Dezo Horvath on LinkedIn?
Ah.
Are you so hip and with it that you Snapchat Professor Gene Adams on the regular?
Ooh.
If this sounds like you, I would recommend listening to Team Viribus and their product Loop.
Loop.
Round of applause, please. Yeah.
Hustle, 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 hustle. Impress me. All right, here they come. Look, move, move, move. I'm impressed. USB key goes in the bottom. Open the door. Here they go, their information. Looking good, move over a bit. All right. Let me know when you're ready. Thank you, very nice. That's nice. All right.
Okay. Should we start?
Yes, please do.
And also, are you going to be giving us like a 10-second countdown or something?
No,
or?
I'm not. Just
okay,
go for
cool.
it.
All right, so good afternoon,
90
everybody.
seconds. You have 90 seconds.
Okay.
Go
so,
now.
good afternoon, everybody. Snapchat, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, what do all of them have in common? To begin with, they've captivated the market, and they have users all around the world. But from investors to customers, they've all looked past their major flaw, continuity. Welcome. We're Loop. Today, we'll be revolutionizing the social media industry. There are two main problems the social media industry faces, continuity and social barriers. It's kind of awkward when you have to approach someone and ask them for so many social medias. Let's say Alex approaches Gabe. He's going to feel awkward asking for his Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Gmail, whatever it is, right? So we're going to be Yammer. So we're going to be removing all that social barrier awkwardness by bringing continuity into the playing field. So our thing diminishes awkward barrier. It centralizes all social media accounts through our application. So if Gabe wants to add Alex, all he needs is his code, and he chooses, Gabe can choose what he wants to give Alex. And once choosing that, he presses enter, and he's going to have all his information stored on his phone. With this, we're also going to be having, it's going to help better connections and networking, and we're going to be having top encryption and top service to maintain security. And just a disclaimer, we're not going to be competing with social media giants such as Google, Facebook, and Snapchat, LinkedIn, but we're going to be helping them. We're going to be helping them bring a flow to the social media industry. And thank you for listening. If you have any questions, you may ask them now.
All right.
So with respect to, I think we all know that there's no love lost between the separate owners of all of these different things. What's in it for them to allow you to kind of feed them into one common spot? And if the answer is you don't need them to, my follow-on question would be, what's to stop them from kind of shutting you down from being able to do this?
So, excellent question, by the way. Basically, every social media platform has APIs, which basically allow you to use their service for free, and that's what we're basically going to use. And in these APIs, they all have terms and conditions, which basically allow us to legally use their service, just due to the fact that we're basically publicizing them as well by putting them interconnected. Do you have any other questions?
No.
Adding on to that question, I mean.
No.
Okay, I have a question then for someone else.
Good try.
Okay, so I like your idea. How do I get, do I have to pay for this? What does it cost me to use it?
Hello. Hi. So we decided that we should make it a free download, and we made this decision because
we value expanding our user base a lot more than like charging. And we've a lot of other like revenue streams, so we feel like we benefit in those rather than just benefiting from the purchases of the app. Good question.
Okay, so I'll just feed off what you just said. So what are the other revenue streams?
Ah, yeah.
So we have 3 revenue streams. This consists of data mining, in-app purchases, and in-app advertising. Our in-app purchases come from memberships. So for example, clubs, instead of buying posters at $10 a poster, and usually they buy around 10 posters to promote an event, they can pay $90 instead of the $100 to $120 range, as well as individual spam, so people can actually spam the live feed and get their contact information out there for other students to pick up on. So we have a lot of different other revenues, so that's, like Alex explained, we don't need that pricing model of when you download the app. Thank you.
So it's the social benefit, the free app.
What about is this a data pig? Like, is it one of these things that it's going to sit on top again and everybody's going to be like, oh my God, here I go, another whatever, 30 gigs of blah, blah, blah? Or is this a fairly efficient sort of data user?
Somebody who hasn't answered? Nope, nope, next. Thank you.
So are you talking about the size of the app and how much it takes up on your smartphone?
Well, I think that we all complain a lot about the usage of the batteries in the phones and the usage of our data plans. So I'm wondering, to what extent, as it sits on top and pulls this all together, is it a data pig, or has it been streamlined to be very efficient with respect to data usage?
Well, it is streamlined to be very efficient because instead of going on your Snapchat, your LinkedIn, and all your other social medias, it is through one app. So you're technically using less data because you're not transferring from one app to another and then to the other one.
All right, Saved by the Bell. There we go. Excellent. Yes, yes, my friends. Thanks, Scott. That was great. Here we go.
Does it work? It does. Welcome, welcome, section 1. Let's see if I can pull it off. Imagine year 2021. You come home from a busy day in the office, followed by an intensive workout in the gym.
Ooh.
Yeah. You put your phone on a charger on a smart desk. Technically, it's not you, relax. You ask Alexa to turn on your smart shower and prepare your favorite protein drink. Next you know, Alexa, with empathy in her voice, telling you that protein is not found in the fridge. You're upset and you realize that you're even hungrier now. Home appetite, not you. Relax.
Oh, you're mean. You're so mean.
Well, you do not panic. Instead, you ask Alexa to open your favorite application on the large screen of your smart TV. One click of a button and a list of all items in your fridge populate the screen. You delight it as the second click of a button arranges the relevant recipes in the list, sorted by the time required to prepare your meal. You delight it because you realize that your friend's invention truly revolutionized your approach to cooking. I'm giving you CEO Tasha Gargara with her colleagues from Smart Chef, Vitality Inc.
All right.
Meet my brightest, Vitality Inc.
For those of you who don't realize, Eugene went through all of his teams and wove it into a story and then mentioned the ones who weren't presenting. So as you're sighing a sigh of relief, we know who is presenting. So go Vitality. Too much fun. All right, imagine.
Imagine a company built on technology,
innovation,
corporate social responsibility,
an app that is time efficient,
cost effective,
and promotes a healthy lifestyle.
We are Vitality.
And we're here to change the way you cook and consume food forever.
So I would like to introduce you guys to Smart Chef. So this is basically just going to revolutionize the way that you guys use cooking apps. Through using Smart Chef, you were able to personalize an account, so basically outline any allergies you may have, any overall cuisine preferences that you may have, or dietary restrictions. By using so, you're able to create your own inventory through our new cutting-edge receipt scanner, which allows you to upload any food items that you have purchased. And through using both of those connections, you're able to create your own and find your own recipes that basically incorporates both of these, both your receipts and your account that you've created.
Not only does Smart Chef cater to our users' personal needs, it also benefits them socially, economically, and environmentally. In particular, the app strives to help reduce food waste and cut costs for consumers as it generates recipes based on the food items that they already have in their fridge. By combining this new and innovative technology with a corporate social responsibility focus, Smart Chef and Vitality are able to create a strong triple bottom line.
Through professionally crafted recipes, national corporate partnerships, and an innovative team striving for change, Smart Chef, the possibilities are endless. So join us together today and we can help make the world a better and healthier place, one recipe at a time. Thank you.
All right. Very nice. All right, questions. What are you going to do?
Great idea. I like it. What happens to me when I'm making dinner is I'm usually short 1 or 2 ingredients. What do I do?
What does she do?
Okay, so that the way that we've designed Smart Chef is that it only creates recipes based off of the inventory that you actually have in the database of our app. So you are able to scan your receipt once you've purchased like a list of groceries, and then from there it gives you recipes that you've had based on your inventory that you already have.
Ah, so it will never happen, Rita.
Yeah,
so I'll never run out of like tomato sauce or something.
It knows what you have. It knows the items that you have based on recipes you've already made, so it'll automatically remove them, or you already know that you have them in your inventory because of the receipt scanner. So yeah.
All right, I like it.
So we have 3 people in our house that buy groceries.
Uh-oh.
And what happens when we keep missing scans?
Trouble.
So that's a great question. With the receipt scanner, so it's pretty automatic in the sense that when you come home, when you purchase the goods, when you purchase from the grocery store, you have the receipt. And so our scanning technology actually automatically scans all of the inventory that you have and places in. In the case that you so forget, if you do have your receipt on hand, you can just scan it in after. But in the drastic sense, in the case that you throw out your receipt or you don't have it, you could always manually put it in. And we also have like a voice recognition system that helps you sort of orally input the data.
All right, one more question. Here we go.
So I just have to teach my bratty teenagers to actually program when they take food out of my fridge, right? That's not a question. My question is how, again, what are the revenue streams here? So there's probably an app purchase, but then what beyond there?
Yeah, somebody hasn't spoken. Thanks. Oh, great.
Okay, so we actually have 2 revenue streams. One is our advertising revenue, and our second is our subscription or premium offers. And customers would have to pay $2.99 a month for our premium offer.
Whoa. All right. Saved by the Bell. Here we go. Excellent. Very nice. All right. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Eugene. Uh-oh.
Nobody likes spending their holidays sitting on the bathroom on the toilet. Detect It has a tool that might be able to help you find if the food that you're eating is worth eating.
Hey, Ted, rearrange the furniture before you bring them down. Come on, guys, move it! Hustle, hustle, hustle! Wonderful. Detect it. Oh, would you lift that mic up? Hi, Ted. Thanks. Just yeah, perfect. That's good. Oh, great. There we are. Getting the tech ready. Oh, I can't wait to hear this. We all want a vacation. Okay, are we ready? Yes. Go for it. Come up to the mic. I have to ask you to come up to the mic because people want to hear you.
We'll just scream this part.
Oh, okay. All right, okay, that's good. I'm just for your sake because your parents will want to see this fabulous presentation, right?
So, 1 in 10 people fall ill every year due to eating contaminated food, and 420,000 of them die as a result.
Ooh.
Every 3 minutes, a food allergy reaction sends someone to the emergency room.
More than 3,000 kids die every year as a result of drinking contaminated water.
Magnify. A company that creates long-lasting solutions to the current global health epidemic.
A company that sees a time where fears and anxieties about foodborne illnesses and allergic reactions are eliminated.
A company whose vision is to increase the quality of people's lives in developing and developed nations.
A company that created Detect It, a product that is capable of easily identifying and detecting the presence of any harmful allergens, bacteria, or contaminating drinking water in any food or water product at just a tap of a button by inserting our thermometer-like device in any food or water product. Our innovation is the leading factor in our own industry. We took the power away from the massive water quality assurance agencies and we put the power in the hands of the consumer. We're unique in our approach to allow them to identify wherever they are around the world with our portable device, whether our food, whether a stream of water, whether a berry picked off a bush is fresh and available to eat. With convenience in mind, we also designed an app that allows users to identify which allergies they are affected by, and our product is associated with that similarly. Our product also incorporates an emergency cap, which allows users to identify and alert emergency services immediately if they accidentally ingest any toxic substance. With collaboration with UNICEF, we aim to improve the lives of people in both impoverished and developing nations. We urge you to join us in this goal. At Magnify, we are committed to the belief that a healthier world is a better world. After all, with using our product, one test unlocks unlimited solutions. Thank you.
All right. All right, questions?
Okay, thank you. Very interesting idea. But once I've probed my contaminated food, what do I do with my probe now? How do I clean it or sterilize it or something?
That's a great question. Thankfully, the very probe of our tip has a brass coating. Brass is a natural antiseptic, which means it disinfects itself in a matter of minutes instantly. And on top of that, we also included countless instructions in our package device, detailing how to clean the device on top of the chemical properties of brass.
Thank you.
So just so I understand, so you buy this one device and it's used multiple times. Is that the way it works? What's the retail and the cost of the device?
So the price of the product is $34.98, and it comes with the app. However, with further research and development, we'll be unlocking new things for the app to test. So we'll have upgrades available at $199. So we'll have an additional revenue stream on top of that.
Okay, question?
I'm assuming that you're looking at this beginning in the North American marketplace and then taking it to third world countries. Is that, if that's the case, how can they afford $34.98?
Oh, killer question.
So basically, UNICEF is a customer and a distributor. So basically, UNICEF would be the ones purchasing the product, and then they would be distributing it to the impoverished nations.
Let me follow up. So I'm going to distribute it to impoverished nations, but we've all seen the ads on TV of the people that live in cardboard huts and stuff. Are they really going to want distribution of a unit? They're going to test their water? Or is it going to have to be distributed and used through UNICEF, which creates another whole marketing?
Well,
in the future, we're planning on creating a product that is only for water-based purposes, and it's going to be much cheaper. And even though obviously the problem is still there, like if there's bad water and they can't do anything about it, it's a problem. But regardless, it's helpful to know really like how, like the water, whether or not it's bad to consume. And then through this, UNICEF can research more and figure out ways of getting healthy water and knowing where to go for that. So it could help them with research purposes.
All right, Saved by the Bell, excellent, that's great, go for it.
Oh, this way, yeah, pictures.
Yes, there's another, right? No. Is this the, oh, all right, okay, great. All right. That was super. Round of applause for all of my presenters. Oh my, I so much got into that because, all right, here we go. Let me get mine back. Let me close this or minimize it. Minimize it. All right. All right. Sorry. Oh, you caught me by surprise. I thought there was one more. This is super. Okay. All right, so the voting begins, and I'm going to, first of all, congratulations, fabulous, like absolutely, blow me away, totally. And special thanks to my TAs who, it almost looked like you leaked that you were going to, you would tell your teams in advance. I know you didn't, but you were so well set up and very much fun to see the quality. And we all know, Tom, they don't know who's going to present, right? They only find out when the TA calls their name down. This is why we're having so much fun. It's kind of a last minute. It's to make a pitch. It's to know your product. And then to see all of you stand up and answer the questions. I'm totally impressed. I'm really, really extremely pleased. So what I'm going to do is on Moodle, I will open up, if you have, you know, you can vote anytime today. And I'm going to post the link to the survey on Moodle for all of those acknowledgements that I mentioned, okay, so you can vote. And I'm also going to send it out to you by email. That's what I'm trying to do. I have to log on to my email. And unlike you, I'm not good at using that. I have to use the keyboard, so I'll have to figure out how to do that. Yeah. So it'll be just a slight technology break, right, while I figure out how to get into my email, so that I can send you that, and then you can do that on your cell phone, all right? Because it's actually a mobile-friendly questionnaire app. In the meantime, I want you to meet our friends, and I'm just going to remind you of what you're going to be voting for, okay? So the judges are going to, and all of us VIPs, everybody in the front row here is going to be looking at who we thought were the top three, and I'll post the top VIP choice. But you, Student Choice Awards, all right? So it will be your selection top three, and then all of these other awards, the economically compelling, environmentally astute, socially responsible, the most innovative pitch, and wow, there were some great pitches, and then just you could really see some exemplary teamwork. So these are the questions that I'm going to be asking you. And what I'm going to do while I figure out how to send this email is I'd like you to get to know my guests, okay? So I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves in a little bit more, and we have about 5 minutes in total. So, and then I'll invite you to come on down, please, meet the guests, see your TAs, and we'll wrap up. Those of you who want to stay for the next class, that's fine, sit at the back. And those of you who have to get off to class, go for it. So I'll start with whoever wants to.
Just so you know,
yeah.
I'm wearing my tee.
Yeah, yeah.
The voting, the last group is on B, like they're backwards, A and B.
Oh no. Oh, did you give me the wrong ones? Oh no.
So anyway, I don't know if they vote.
If you want to vote for the last one.
You vote for the
Yeah. Did I get them backwards, Ted? Because you sent me what A and B was, so. Oh no.
If you vote for the last one, it's called something different under A. But
Okay, I'll try and fix that. It'll be hard, but.
Hi.
What can I say? Go for it.
Anyway, just to introduce myself. So I'm Marianne Curran, and as Jean mentioned, right now I'm in childcare. The company that I run is called Bright Path Early Learning. It was a publicly traded company, one of only 2 publicly traded childcare companies in North America. And this past summer, our company went through the process of being taken private. Now we're a portfolio company owned by the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan, one of the largest private equity holding companies in the world, actually. Before that, my background, I would say my expertise is in retail. And in fact, when I looked at the opportunity of running this, at the time, fairly small early learning and childcare company 5 years ago, what I saw was a retail company that didn't know it was a retail company. So I brought my background from Jones Apparel Group, which is where I got a lot of my retail experience. I was the Canadian president and CEO of that company when Eaton's went bankrupt. And our strategy to deal with that was to open our own direct channel of distribution. So over the course of a year, we opened about 100 stores here in Canada. So anyway, couple of things in that. One of them I would suggest to you is, as students of business, is don't always look at things through sort of one lens. I remember when I was talking to the board of directors about Bright Path and said, you know, this is a retail opportunity, and they looked at me like I had 3 eyes. Just learn, listen, try to look at things perhaps with a little bit different a perspective, and it's kind of amazing where your career in business, should you choose to pursue that, will take you. Anyway, this was really fantastic. Those companies that presented, I do not envy you, because to get up here and to boil down all the work that you did into a 90-second pitch is really, really incredible, and I think you guys all did a fantastic job.
All right. Thank you. So I figured that out. You should have it in your email. You can start voting. If you like that last team, just forget what the other one says. Just vote for the A8. Hi there. Yeah. Rita? You can just stay at your, you don't have to go up to the front. Just use the mic. That's good.
Yep, I think so. Okay, I'm just going to stand here because that's easier for me. Oh, there's so many of you out there. All right, everybody did a fantastic job. I have to say, I want to say thanks to Jean, first of all, for inviting me back year after year. It's been such a delight to see the many years of presentations that you students have pulled together. My background, I guess, in terms of introduction is primarily financial services, but more from the people side. I've always been involved in human resources through training, managing, evaluating training, some metrics, number crunching. So that's why some of my questions might be more related to your financial part of your projects. But basically over the years, I guess, just to see the development and the skill and ability that you students bring to this program, it's awesome for me. So congratulations, all of you.
Thank you. All right. No holding the mic, Rick. You have to leave it in the stand.
I'm Rick Flanagan. I am the black sheep of the group. Can everybody hear me? This would be, we tried to figure out today, I think this is my 9th year coming.
All right, I know.
And every single year I look forward to it because of the amount of ingenuity and ideas and things that come out of it are just absolutely startling, and they're just great. My background would be very, very, very diverse, would be probably the easiest way to say it. I've actually been in, I came out of university, I went to Laurier. Went to Laurier, took economics, and came out of university and went into the banking business. Then went into the franchise business, then went into the printing business. Then started some other businesses. Then I became a golf pro. I was a golf pro for 18 years and built and managed golf courses. Then I got into the financial services business. And then I went into another business on my own where I was actually doing scholarships for kids to go play sports in universities in the States. And then I now was headhunted recently. I don't think Jean.
I don't even know this. No.
I was headhunted recently to go and work for Xerox. I'm actually an operations manager for them. Back to what Mary Ann said, don't ever put the blinders on and decide that you're going to do one thing for the rest of your life. It just doesn't work that way, and probably my biggest suggestion and the biggest thing that I take away from everything that I've done, and one day I will grow up, is that always leave every single door open, because you'll never know what kind of opportunity is going to walk through.
All right, thank you very much. Round of applause. I don't know, Tom, do you want to, nope, you're going to pass. I think that's a wise move. All right. It's a wild group, what can I say? So you're welcome. Come on down and network with my guests, see your TAs. As I say, if you want to stay, that's great. Round of applause for yourselves. Great.
Good. Especially it's on live video, like it's on YouTube live video.
you want to sit here for now? Yeah, that would be great. Thanks for coming. I think Ali Mukui will be here and right beside you. Hi, people. Come on in. All right. Oh, there's coffee and water in the back if you want to do that. Yep. All right. Welcome. So let me remind you, you do not need Dino. I'm just using it because it means I can, I can move around and move my slides at the same time. I don't know, how many of you watched? Did you watch on the web and see the, section A? All right, so now you know how the process works, or some of you, hopefully one on every team. So I'm asking the tech person to sit on the aisle, and then the whole team, with them. Oh, here come the trusty TAs. I know, they watched on the live web. So they have an idea what we're up to here. Hi there. Shh, shh, shh. Hi, Section B. Section B. Just tap your neighbor and remind them. Shh, please. Okay, that's great. So the teams will be sitting on the aisles. You will not know who is going to present until your TA introduces you. As I say, some of you saw the live web, so you know the process. You'll come down. I'm going to ask you to hustle. Look like you're really moving it. You got lots of energy, right? And you're eager to present. Whether you are or not, look like you're eager, right? That's the way to make a good impression. Get your USB key if you're using one here, so you can set it up, or if you have a video, set it up. And then your team members will be around the mic, right, in a semicircle. And whoever is presenting will step up. And I'm asking you to leave the mic in the holder, because when people take it out and pass it around, it just becomes an irritant, and it actually wastes a lot of time. So with this 90-second pitch, 60 to 90-second pitch, really there's not a lot of time for that, so the idea is to step up. The reason I want you to speak in the mic is so that the live web can pick you up, pick up your voice. You can speak wherever you want, but it just means it won't get picked up by the live webcast, which isn't the end of the world. So I leave it to you. If you want to be heard, obviously speak into the mic. If not, speak wherever you want. So after the people who are presenting are finished presenting, we're going to get some grilling questions. I know, now they know what grilling questions are like, right, from my guests here today. And I'm going to insist that everybody gets a chance to speak. So if you have already spoken, you cannot answer the question that's coming up. And so the idea is I'm hoping everybody gets a chance to speak. If you're taking pictures, I know Mark Orland will be really happy if we tweet stuff out. Here's the hashtag management 1000 idea. And I'm going to remind you that this is not a competition. Shh. Please. This is not a competition, okay? We do not go and pick the best presenters in each group. This is not about the competition. This is about showcasing a range of ideas and a way to showcase the talent across the whole incoming class. So things that are kind of different, interesting approaches. Your TAs will explain how they did it. They might have just done it by random draw. I've always said the quality of the work that you do, I could just stand here and do a random draw of 8 teams and have presentations. But you see, what I want to make sure is that every tutorial is represented. But for your resume, I want you to have something to put on your resume. So for those of you, everybody presented on Sunday, so you can say on your resume that you were involved in a class-wide competition. You competed against 80 other teams, right? And then if you end up being selected, you can say you were a finalist. There'll be runner-ups. I'll be sending emails out to you. If you're a finalist and will vote for these awards, then you can say it was a finalist and we won the Team Exemplary Teamwork Award. You can put that on your resume, and it shows that you have some experience in competition and that your team was acknowledged, for something specific. So like I say, it's not a competition, but it's a chance to acknowledge what the quality of the work that you're doing. This is what overall we're looking at best in class awards. Oh yeah, well, why don't I just introduce you to our guests while I'm at it here. So it's so nice to see that you've totally settled down, unlike the Section A, who were crazy, out of control. They were, and it's not like them. They're usually asleep, right? It's usually my Section B that is wild, but they're very well behaved. They're making a great impression. And I was teasing them that they must have been talking about, I wonder who the VIPs are. I wonder who's going to ask the grilling questions. But you see, the Section B already know because they were on the live webcast, so they came prepared. So Marianne Curran, you know the kind of grilling questions. She comes from a financial background, also knows all kinds of stuff about fashion. She was with Jones New York. This is where I know her from. I still remember those days. And she's, as you can see, involved in early learning. My colleague, Rita Hanasak, we go back way. And I should see both of these people, Marianne and Rita, are MBA grads from Schulich, right? So they come back. And Rita was one of my students. Yes, I taught MBA. Imagine. Yeah, right. We've done some research together. Rita comes from an HR background and a financial background as well, and just a wide range of careers. And then what I usually call, or pardon me, whom I usually call my black sheep because of the family, because he has had such a rogue background of careers. He is a rogue, what can I say? He's an entrepreneur, he's a rogue. We have a number of them in this class, actually. You'd fit in quite well this year. I have a number of rogues in my class. I met him when he was managing a golf course. I was totally intrigued by this whole idea of golf pros and the business aspect of it. And we've stayed in touch over the years. He's moved into other things along the way. He brings an entrepreneurial flavor, and he asks those kind of out of this world questions. The rogue asks the rogue questions, so be prepared for anything. Round of applause for my guests VIPs. And we're also extremely fortunate to have Dr. Tom Beachy here with us today. Yes, right. So you can applaud and welcome. Tom and I go back years, and he is the one who told me about the Management 1000 course. I still remember sitting in the office with you as he pulled out, because I did not want to teach undergrad. Like, there's no way. I was not teaching undergrad, not after all the work I've done, in my lifetime. I was here to work with MBAs and EMBAs, but once I saw that course outline, I said to Tom, wow, could I teach that? And he says, Jean, this is why I'm speaking to you. So it's because of Tom Beachy I'm here. No booing, no booing. Very much fun all those years ago. He was the director, he was the associate dean for a number of years, and also innovative director of the IBBA program. I'm going to invite you at the end to come down and meet my guests, so you definitely want to chat to Tom. Mark Orland, we all know Mark from, he did the media presentation from IS&T. Ali was here a little bit early. He may come back, which is extremely helpful. And we know him. He usually sits at the back. Sophie Burry. Yeah, Sophie from the library, our friend from the library. You'll enjoy seeing the final presentations. They had a lot of help this year. I can tell that. And then, oh, yeah, Stephanie Allen, my right-hand person. Oh, do stand up, for heaven's sakes, right? Could we do the course without her? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the behind the scenes work really comes from Stephanie. Otherwise, I could not possibly handle the admin details of a day like today. I have some research assistants here. Remember we had the HALT team come and visit. I have a few of those people come as VIPs. I have the the UBS, always have interest there, so there's a few of them here. And then, as you know, it's live webcast. I know we have family and friends watching this class, and I've found in past years well, of course, we always have a lot of international students, but we've had parents from Pakistan and around the world watching. So if you're around the world watching at who knows what time of the day it is, then welcome to our class. And the reason we do this is it doesn't really matter if you or your team necessarily presents, because really what we're after is showcasing the talent across the program, right? Because what one team does, and as you know, this is random selection to a large degree, is a reflection of the quality of all of the work that gets done. I know I was chatting to the dean one time, and and we were talking about the difference between the MBA and the BBA program, and he was saying, well, recruiters come and, recruit MBAs, and they'll have some that are really, top-notch, and there's a wide range of abilities and skills and selection. He said, but not in the BBA program. He said, it's solid all the way through. It doesn't matter who they take from the program, right? This word is out on the street. The quality of the students and the quality of the work that you do. So this is why I say it doesn't really matter who presents. It's really a showcase, and you can all be proud of the work that you've done this term. Definitely a round of applause for yourself. You're very good at that. Oh, yeah, the best part. Welcome your TAs to introduce themselves. I know they're not very popular this year. People don't really like the TAs too much, right? I know you love your TAs, I know. All right, woo, woo. Go for it.
I feel like they're not cheering for me and they're actually cheering for other TAs, but
It doesn't matter, it'll work.
Hi, my name is Sam. I am the TA for this is B2, yes, B2. Many years ago, I was sitting exactly where you were sitting because I myself am a graduate of this program. So applaud yourselves for being here, for getting into this program, for making it this far, and you will probably graduate as well. So applaud yourself for that.
Hi everyone, my name is Eugene and I'm PhD candidate. I'm leading tutorial B7 to their victory today. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Vita. I'm a third-year JD MBA and I'm also a graduate of this program.
Hi everybody, my name's Ted. Here we are. Well, we're almost at the end, almost Christmas break, the break of 2 weeks or however long they have, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
They have
almost
exams.
there though, not quite.
Don't leave until the 20th.
And I can't wait to hear from everybody. So go A. Wait, is this A or B8?
B. It's B. Hi Ted. It's Tuesday. B.
I got it.
Woo!
Hi guys, good morning. I'm Tej. I'm the TA for tutorial B5, and I'm really looking forward to your presentations today. Good luck.
All right. Woo!
Hi, I'm Claire Deng, fourth-year doctoral student in accounting, and I'm proud to be the TA of tutorial A4 and B4. Hope you guys have fun today.
I'm Scott. I'm a third-year JD MBA student and a huge cat lover and proud tutorial leader for B6.
All right. All right.
Bring that enthusiasm on Thursday, guys. Hi, my name is Shoaib. I'm the TA for Section B1, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone's presentations today.
All right. Okay, great. Thank you very much. All right. Round of applause for all our TAs this term. And my hat's off to each and every one of you. The quality of the presentations is great. I know you've done a lot of work coaching them on the projects. I think, right, Eugene, you did a lot of work, right, to help them? Yes? To help them step up. Okay, I just, back to the process. It is not a competition, but because we call your name at the last minute and you come and present under duress, I suppose, although you always look really confident, I like to acknowledge and thank you very much for doing that. And so I have, your TAs will have a gift certificate or a certificate. It has like no cash value. You cannot get cash for it. The only thing you can do with it, the only place you can go with it, right, is to Tuckner's. Oh, I know, chance of a lifetime. And your whole team, 6 or 7 of you, some of the teams are large, and you can invite your TA. Chance of a lifetime. Woo! So, your team, and if you choose to invite your TA, can have a team lunch, 2 pieces of pizza, and, whoa! And a pop. What can I say? Anyway, it's a nice way, I'm teasing you, but it's a nice way to wrap up and say, debrief your team experience. And if you want to invite your TA, please go ahead and do so. I hope that makes it worth the pain and grief. Just to remind you, 60 to 90 seconds to present. I'm going to be the one doing the timing, so I'll keep you moving. And then 3 to 4 minutes of Q&A with our honorable guest experts here. And then, again, I'm the timing, so when the period is over, I'll just ask you to shuffle off. The stage, you'll be around here, and then I'm going to ask you to come over here against this wall, and your TA will come and give you the certificate, and then get a team picture. Right, and tweet it out to that Management 1000 hashtag. Your friends can take pictures. I think the TAs are doing it for each other, just so you have a record of what you've done. And while you're doing the picture and stuff over here, the next TA will come down and introduce the group that is coming up next. Yes, and that's it. All the instructions, all the rules. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to, I think, Ted, you're going to, yeah. I'm going to turn it over to Ted to get us started. Please.
In a world where a medium sweater from Zara does not make it a medium sweater, where poor Cindy doesn't know whether she should buy this cute top or not because she doesn't know if it'll fit, I call to the stage Presize.
Here they come. Where are they? Move. Jog down. Let's see. Show that energy. Get that technology person. There we are. Thank you very much. Here they come. Oh, I like it. Yes, looking professional. The USB key is underneath that. Oh, good. She's already figured it out. Excellent. Okay, super. Yeah, it's in here. All right, let's go. Who's presenting? All right, here they go. On the fly. Remember that certificate. The pizza will be worth it, right?
Can I start?
Yeah, please, go for it.
Okay, so hello, fellow colleagues. Our team is Freshman Apps, and we proudly present to you Precise, getting it right since 2017.
So Precise is essentially a 3D imaging app software. So what happens is, as you can see on the screen, our software will make a 3D scan of your body using dot projectors in your camera to then make a small avatar where you can drag clothes onto your avatar and perfectly pick the right size based on your body type and just your overall measurements. So how we'll be using this app to help our regular retail customers would be through the sizing. So not all of us are the same size in every store, as we have established through our market research. So you'll be able to use the app to find the perfect size. And then with our custom retailers, what happens is that instead of the customers sending in their own measurements, they'll use our app to get the information of what their precise measurements are. And then the custom retailers will then make perfect fit for their customers.
And as we are a startup company, we chose to partner up with 10 retailers because our target demographic is teens and young adults. So we did market research to find out where they shop the most. So as you can see up there, those are the retailers that we partnered with.
All right, wrap it up.
So not only will the app help customers, but also helps retailers in terms of acquiring sales. So for one thing, since there's a reduction in returns because of the fact that customers have a precise fit, there's a reduction in wages meant for returning the clothing. Furthermore, since it's an app and it provides a new mean by which customers can buy clothing, it increases revenue. So before we end off, we'd like to leave you with something to think about, and that is, are you precise?
Whoa. Yeah, woo-hoo.
Hey, ready? So with regard to the apparel manufacturers, that is the brand owners, have you actually been in touch with them? Because one of their the pieces of proprietary info is their actual clothing specs. So if you are a size 6, for example, your bust measurement, hip measurement, leg length, whatever, can be very different for a Anne Klein, New York versus Tahari, for example. So have you actually spoken to them about their willingness to provide to you their specifications?
Somebody who has, no, somebody who hasn't spoken yet? Another team member? Yes. Hi. Have you? It's an easy question. Someone who hasn't spoken, step up. Hi. Question. Yes. Answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we know that because every store, everyone's different every store. So the point of the app is to get your precise measurements on it so that it tells you what size you are in one store compared to the other. That's
okay. I understand my question, though. I understand how you capture the consumer's measurements.
Okay.
How do you load in the brand's specifications so that you can do that matching up? How do you get the specs from the manufacturers?
They're all like it would have like say like a like it's part of the software. It's already on there, so it'd be like Zara, for example, a top or a size pants, and then it'd have like X small, small, medium, whatever, and then it would tell you like it would like say like on the bottom or something like you're a small in this specific top, or you're a small in this specific store, or whatever it would be.
All right, next question.
So is there a charge for an app? And if so, how many times can I use it? Because my size keeps changing as I get older.
Whoa. Okay, somebody who hasn't spoken, step up, please.
So the app is initially free, but you can only use it twice before you have to pay to use it at different stores. And there are in-app purchases as well, so you can, if you have like the regular app, like the free version, and you want to upgrade to a premium version, you can pay like an extra charge of $1 just to have like your suggestions. So if you have like if you want to be suggested like which clothes would fit your body the best.
All right, Saved by the Bell. There we go. No, this way, over here. There we go. Thank you. Tej, who's coming next? Doesn't matter to me. All right, okay, great. I just wanted, I wanted the B8 to go because of the mix-up in the former class. Hi, people.
Hey, what?
Thanks.
Guys, what's wrong? You're looking a little bit tired. I'm guessing it's because of the rough commute. Now, who here... now... now, who here would rate their commute as horrible? Now, who here would rate their commute as terrible? And who here would say their commute is the worst part of their day? So consensus says that commuting really sucks. Now, what if you could take a quick nap during your commute to supercharge for MGMT 1000? Or, what if you could take that opportunity to be productive and get a quick study session in? Well, this next team, Mr. Schwab's finest, is going to explain their app, Flash Transit, that's going to revolutionize what you think of your commute.
All right. Woo-hoo! Come on, hustle, hustle, hustle. Schwab's finest, where are they? Here they come. All right. Look like you mean business. Come on, move, move, move. Take over the stage. There they go. It's right under here. Yeah, oh yeah, no, don't leave. In one door, not the other. Oh, if you, the USB key. Yes, there you go. Excellent. All right, here we go. Flash Transit. I can't wait. Okay, are they ready? Yes.
Good morning, everyone. So, while Shoaib did introduce this, but just as another show of hands, who here commutes by bus?
Whoa.
That's a large majority of you. Who here absolutely loves it and wishes they could do it all the time? No one? Okay, well, who hates it and wishes there was another way? Wow, that's a lot of you. Well, good for you. We have a solution.
I am Anu. I'm Laiba. I'm Mahan. I'm Shreya.
And I'm Shimi. So, just to tell you a little bit about our idea, on a very simple level, it's an upgraded public transportation system, and our buses will have many features that current buses such as TTC, YRT, and Viva do not have. For example, we'll have reclining seats where people can relax, and we'll also have fold-out trays for people to do work. We'll also have many amenities such as a coffee machine near the front, like healthy snacks, a washroom, and Wi-Fi. And this is very beneficial for stress management and time management because it is a more effective way to spend your time on the bus. And also there's a very small price increase, but the value increase is very large.
So I'm going to talk to you a bit about the financials. So Flash Transit plans to raise about $750,000 as startup capital, of which $470,000 will be share investments and $280,000 will be applied as a bank loan. However, our investors might go through our projected financial statements and ask why we incur a loss in the first year. Well, we are knowledgeable owners and we know that resources need to be allocated to the marketing and production department effectively for a successful establishment of a startup. So we plan to break even by 2019 and produce at this level for the next 3 years. Moreover, the price for one trip for the consumers will have to pay.
Go for the final. Wrap it up. I'm happy about the break even, but wrap it up. Wrap it up.
So the price will be $7 per trip. Okay. It's a little bit more price, but a lot more value for our customers. We open the floor for questions now.
All right. Round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. All right, and they all spoke, so wow, you can go for questions.
Okay, nicely done. Sounds interesting. How many buses will you run for? Is it all only for York or for other universities?
Only doing it for York University. We'll be starting from initially 6 buses, which would be scheduled between 20 to 30 minutes of time difference.
Have you looked into sort of the average length of the commute for the folks that for your target group and compared that to if they were to take a regular taxi or an Uber or such to note it sounds like $7 per trip. The commuters may just prefer to take point A, point B, Uber Transit.
Yeah. Well, like a lot of people who currently take Go for long distances, I'm pretty sure that, if I'm not mistaken, our price is only $2 more than what people pay for Go. So if somebody doesn't have any extra cash or money to spend, then they wouldn't use it. But it's likely if somebody has a little bit more money, then they would be willing to pay the extra $2 because the value they receive from our service is much greater than other public transportation systems.
Just to add on to that, we did survey everyone, and we saw that there was a large majority of people who commute for more than 90 minutes or more than 60 minutes in comparison to the 30-minute commute or the 15-minute commute.
There we go. Question?
Will you be, obviously you're not going to have 1,000 buses to start this, so you'll have to narrow it down to specific routes. So I'm assuming that you're going to be looking at the longer routes to try to shorten them. And if that is the case, which routes in particular are you going to try to go up against the Go buses?
Yep, my friend at the end. Yep, my friend at the end. Yep, go
Okay,
for it.
so our buses would probably be running from Mississauga and Brampton. And we would only be stopping at the main stops, not necessarily at every street, so usually take the highway. So that way we ensure that the commute's not too long, but long enough that people can use that time effectively with the services that we offer.
All right, round of applause. Thank you. Yes, I'd pay the extra $2 for the free coffee. That'd be worth it. I hope the coffee's free. Well, or free. All right.
Okay. Forgive me, this is going to be a little bit cheesy because I heard the speeches from the other TAs and I feel like I need to step up my game.
All right.
So the team that will be representing B2, I really want to applaud and commend their creativity, incredible creativity, but also their product integrates the brilliant minds of the knowledge economy and embraces TBL and creates a new virtuous loop.
Hey, she remembers.
So I'd like to invite down to the stage Tactile.
All right. Woo! All right, Tactile, let's go. Here they come. So Sam remembers her Management 1000. All right, so is there a tech person? No, okay, that's fine. No problem. Okay, let Sam do that, okay? You guys get going. Okay, when you're ready.
Hello, everyone. As you just saw, I paced a little back and forth, and that might have not been out of the ordinary for any of you in the crowd. And I think that's because we just been trained as a society to think that walking only means going from point A to point B, and there's no other benefits from it. Here at Better Energy, we think that's wrong. And with the invention of the tactile, we have created a tile that transfers your kinetic energy into usable electricity. This is one of the biggest industries in a developed country, and I think it's a huge innovation in the world. We plan to put the tactile in households, hospitals, schools, businesses, anywhere where there's a high traffic of walking to create electricity that can be put into outlets and used to charge your phone or laptop. We do this through piezoelectricity. Piezoelectricity is when quartz crystals are put under stress and an electrical current is actually created. 5 watts of energy can be created with each step you take on a tactile, as the tactile physically depresses down at an intangible amount and creates usable electricity. So I guess that's it. Thank you for your time.
Okay, all right.
How does this electricity get sort of harnessed and used for charging your phone, or how does that process happen?
So it would be where you have, it's just like one tile, and we made it as like a hexagon. So it's a 12-inch hexagon, and the way you would do it is you have to press down on it. So it's kind of like a sensor that way. So when you press down at it, it creates 5 watts. So you can't just have like something constantly being on it. It has to be like you just take one step, it's 5 watts. Second one is 5. So it's like you have to have that continuous motion of it.
Okay, my question though is how does it get used at the other side? Like, I get that you're creating it by stepping on it, but then how does it get into the thing you want to use that energy for?
So on the bottom of it, we have piezoelectric like conductors. There's 4 on the bottom. That way, the electricity can then generate from the tile to like an outlet.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, sort of continuing along the same lines. This is quite an infrastructure requirement. You're saying you're going to put it in hospitals and schools and homes, etc. Who pays for this? What does it cost, I guess? What's the cost?
So it would be the consumer who pays for it, like the hospital or the business, but they could get any funds that they need from banks or from loans as well. And we're also going to market our product a lot so that they're interested in it. And since we're a socially responsible business, we're also going to may obtain some funds from the government as well.
But what does it cost for one of these hexagonal tiles?
It's $152 per tile.
Bargain. Question, Rick?
Oh, yeah. So I see a big application for this. I think it makes a whole lot of sense for hospitals and those types of facilities. The question I'm looking for is who is going to install this? Are the people that install it, are they going to have to be trained in a certain way in order to do that? Because this is different technology than hiring the hardwood flooring guy or whoever to come in and put it in.
So it's kind of like us 5, since we so like we kind of like understand the technology, I guess, in terms of how to do it. So we would go in and install it, and also once our company continues to grow, we will then get more employees to do the same thing.
All right, competitive advantage is you 5. All right, Saved by the Bell. Very nice. Excellent answer. Very much fun. Who have I got next? All right.
If you were ever standing around the marketplace or sitting down and a small part of you at the back of your head said, what would it be like if this whole school broke out in song or dance? Ooh. This next device may help you do just that. Please welcome Risky Business to present Wave.
All right. Here they come. They're moving. Excellent. Yeah, hustle, hustle, hustle. I can't wait. Wave. This sounds exciting. Eat your heart out, Eugene. Wave is up on stage today. We're going to break into song and dance anytime now. I'm just having fun. All right, here they go.
If you guys do want to break out into song and dance, you can feel free as well.
All right.
My name is Mateo Crispino. We're Risky Business, and this is Wave. Wave is revolutionizing the music industry as we know it. In a survey of hundreds of Schulich students, one student said they do not listen to music on a regular basis. This is the world's first combination of a wireless headphone and portable speaker in one. The entirety of our high-quality frame is collapsible, meaning you can simply adjust the frame and with a little creative misdirection,
Whoa, prototype.
convert it into a portable speaker, theoretically. This satisfies many needs. First of all, you don't have to carry around a portable speaker and your headphones if you want to switch from a social to personal listening experience. You don't have to purchase both of them, which, as we know, if you're buying at one of our competitors, will cost you hundreds of dollars. And you also don't have to worry about switching your connectivity if you want to switch from Bluetooth from one device to another mid-song. So we hope that you guys see the value in our product and hope that in the future you can enjoy Wave. Your wave, your way.
Whoa. All right. Here we go.
Okay, so very interesting ideas, but of course there's some manufacturing costs that are going to be involved in that, and everybody's shaking their head. But I'm not really concerned about the manufacturing costs because Mary Ann's going to ask that question.
Ah.
What I want to know is where's it going to be manufactured and what kind of infrastructure is in place to get it to the market.
All right.
So some of the parts that we need to use actually, so like the collapsible frame, there are no actual people making those parts right now. So some of those parts we're going to have to make ourselves. Some of them can be created within Canada as well. So say the speaker modules with the loudspeakers on the outer side and the headphone speakers on the inner side. But the collapsible frame, it will be cheaper and more viable for us to actually create it offshore in China, for example, and then bring it in for assembly in Canada. In total, it would cost us about $32 to actually make that, $12 to create our own frames, and then another $20 to create the speaker modules for every headphone. It would retail for about $152.
Oh, I love it.
I'm not so concerned about the cost to manufacture until I put that together with the greatest risk of hard goods, which is your inventory management. So especially when you're looking at manufacturing overseas. So what kind of market intelligence are you going to have in place to be able to manage your distribution network and have those long lead times, especially with the fast pace of technology?
So we have two ways to sell this product. We are going to be selling it online and through pop-up shops. So through our pop-up shops, in order to have internal controls and inventory to keep track of how much inventory we're selling, we'll be keeping track of all the sales that we're going to be selling, so like a first in, first out method. From there, we're going to have everything in our factory. So all the product that gets shipped out for customers who order online, we will be keeping track of, if that answers your question.
No. There you go. They know what inventory is. This is good. Go, Rita.
Okay, I'm interested in how you're going to fund this then. Are you partnering with any other companies, anything like that?
Yep. Who's up? Somebody who hasn't spoken. Oh, yes. Hey, welcome.
So first of all the partners, all of us are going to contribute $250,000 through either back loan or our parents.
Yes, parents. Yay, parents. I like it.
And then also in the future, we're planning to partner up with Spotify because they're an up-and-coming company and they also have large market share. So if we are able to partner with them, we'll be able to more marketing and more exposure. So
all right, Saved by the Bell. Excellent. I like it. Very nice. Over, sorry. Yep, over to the side. This is good. So we have real self-starters here this year. Guests, they're going to run their own businesses. They're going to install their own tiles. And they're going to fund $250. This is what $250,000. This is what it means to be a BBA grad, right? All right, over to you, Claire.
All right. So,
hi, people.
If you have food restrictions,
whether
it's due to allergic reaction or personal preference or religious practice, and you have trouble finding a place to eat, our Food for You Inc. has a solution for you. Let's welcome Baravi and Markian, Yusuf, Brittany. I don't see Lorenzo here. But the floor is yours.
All right, hustle, hustle. Here they come. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Here they come. Have you got tech? Yes. There's a USB key. Like, just open the little wooden door. Underneath there. Open the door. Open that door, and then you see. I'm sorry? See this right here? There we go. There we are. Great. Thanks, Claire. All right. Food for You.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Markian. That's Brittany. Yusuf is here on my right. And Bhairavi, our founders, on the left. Lorenzo, our CEO, is unable to be with us today.
He's out selling, right? He's selling.
He
right?
he texted us literally like half an hour ago. He said something with his grandmother. So it's actually serious. But he's unable to be with us today. But we're here to present to you guys Food for You. So it's basically a dining app that takes into account food and dietary restrictions. So I myself suffer from peanut allergies as well as allergies to soy. So knowing that, or looking for dining restaurants, meal options on dining apps such as Yelp, Good Spoon, or Good Fork, is very difficult because you find the menu or the item on the menu, but it may not conform to what you require because say it's peanut free, but it may include soy. So our app basically takes in the user's information, dietary restrictions, whether they're medical, religious, or by choice, and we, from that, filter it out and give you the best possible options in terms of dining. So I'm going to pass it over to Yusuf.
So just to clarify quickly, our app works in a simple 3-step process. First, the user opens their app, downloading from the App Store or the Android app or the Android market. Then they create a profile, inputting their specific dietary restrictions. This could be anything from an allergy to a religious restriction. Then our app, through our algorithms, we match you to a restaurant, and not only to a restaurant, but to a specific item on the menu of a restaurant. The third step is for you to open up the app and go to the homepage where you can see which restaurant, which item on a menu matches your need the best. Thank you. We'll open the floor to some questions.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right.
One question I have is just for clarification. You are not delivering food. You are basically taking a more detailed profile of a person's their dietary profile, and matching that with menu items at particular restaurants. So it's a matching service. Is that correct?
No. You cannot speak. No, not you. No, go. Someone who hasn't spoken. I know. Hold yourself back.
And once you've answered that, I'm going to want to know how you're going to make money. So
okay, so there you go.
The whole picture.
Okay, so yes. Don't worry about the second question. Answer the first.
Yeah, so basically what happens is you put in your dietary restrictions and it filters out sort of menu options. And from there, you're allowed to see what a restaurant carries that accommodates you. Yeah.
Okay, and how do you make money?
Yeah, so how we make money is...
Step up. How are you going to make money?
So we have our main
I
sources
know
of
the
revenue.
CEO is missing, so this is difficult.
We
But
all
yes.
like money, Jane.
We have advertisements where restaurants pay us to send out specific deals based on specific dietary restrictions, as well as we offer recipes that are catered again to dietary restrictions. And we also have a loyalty program, which is a fee of $5 per member, where they get extra features such as, again, recipes and deals.
Yeah. And also with that, there is restaurants could actually pay to have a higher placement. So yeah, when you're searching up, they could actually pay to be at the top of the list when you're searching.
All right, giving it a lot of thought. Hey, Rita?
So if restaurants are paying to have their menu items featured higher, how will they know what the user's preferences are? I mean, everybody has different food preferences and profiles. How do you match that up with this featured items?
Wait, to clarify your question, are you asking about when the restaurant's selling their menu item? Like the recipe to it?
Well, you're saying they can pay to place up higher, but higher for who? For peanut allergies, for soy allergies, for lactose intolerance?
Yep, go.
So yeah, they would pay to appear higher to wherever they feel like they could choose whichever restriction they want to apply to. So if they're a restaurant that specifically caters to halal food, they might want to when they find a profile that someone eats halal food, they want to pay to be featured higher up on the list of menus for that person. So for any person who would have a profile that matches that selection, their menu item or their restaurant would appear higher on the list.
Okay.
Sounds complicated.
When it filters it out, it's just gonna.
It filters. Go, Rick, go. No, Rick. We know you know.
So I'm assuming that the restaurants that have to be on this app have to have some kind of delivery service. Otherwise, there's no use unless you're assuming that the customers are going to have to go to the restaurant to take advantage of the menu items. Is that part of the criteria for the restaurants?
So right now, it's basically working similar to like a Yelp, but we allow the user to input their dietary restrictions if they want to go and dine out. We have delivery options in the future, which we would provide ourselves.
All right, there we go. All right. Congratulations. I've never had a team fighting to answer. Everybody wants it. I love the enthusiasm. That's absolutely great. You obviously know your product very well. All right, over to Tej.
All right. Hi, guys. So staying in the realm of food, this next team is Shake and Take. And they're gonna present their product to you, and their product is used in gyms, in malls, everywhere, wherever you go. I'm gonna leave the floor for them.
All right, here they come. Here they come. Shake and Take. Oh, I like it. Look at that. Look at that. Go, go, go. Oh, yes. Huh? No, you can't. Sorry. No, you have to use the stand-up mic. I'm sorry. It was a good try, though. Everyone gets treated the same.
I'm taking this off.
The only one with the special mic is me. No, you're not. Okay.
I'll follow the rules.
It's a good try. This is my entrepreneur, right? The entrepreneur in the class. All right. All right.
You just finished hitting the gym.
Woo.
Beads of sweat are dripping down your face and your arms are sore. You're lamenting that tedious task of making a protein shake.
Yes.
There must be a better way. You think to yourself as you reach into your bag for your protein shake.
Uh-oh.
Wait, where'd you put that protein shake?
You forgot it at home.
Oh.
And it's going to be about an hour before you can get that chocolatey goodness into your system.
Oh.
Your workout has been wasted, and you begin to walk out of the gym with a look of despair draped across your face. You curse the protein gods. There must be another way.
The protein gods have answered your prayers. There is. Here at Nutrio Plus, we are eager and excited to introduce Shake and Take, a new take on vending machines, smoothies, and protein shakes. We're an innovative vending machine tech company that introduces a custom made-to-order vending machine service that will provide you fresh smoothies and protein shakes. Let me walk you through the process of how you order one of these protein shakes or smoothies. Basically, you go up to one of our machines located in gym facilities, community centers, or school campuses. You select protein shake or smoothie, the flavor you want. So we have chocolate, vanilla, berries, bananas, whatever you want. These are freshly stocked ingredients. Next, you choose your size. We have small, medium, large, and you choose either if you're providing your own cup, you want to be environmentally friendly, or you can buy one of our custom cups, which are branded with our logo. After that, the smoothie makes your drink, and it delivers it to you through the compartment where you get your drink, and it's ready to go. At Shake and Take, we're ready when you are. That's okay. And now we open up the floor for any questions.
All right, they're ready when we are. There we go.
Can you guys hear? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, excellent presentation, good delivery. Question I would have is, how do you overcome the negative, the stigma associated with the vending machine?
Oh.
So great question, thank you. So that's one of the big risks of our company is how consumers can trust the quality of ingredients. So we will have a team of employees who will regularly check up on ingredients and the freshness of ingredients. So, and also as we establish ourselves, we will look at consumer trends and see what's more popular in certain locations and then stock more on those ingredients and then also take out the ones that are less popular so we don't like increase waste. And going back to like the stigma of vending machine, we're using like more high-tech technology, so it's not just going to be the regular, you put in cash and then you get like a bag of like 10-year-old chips.
So this sounds like a very interesting technology. How are you going to keep the machine operating and dispensing all different flavors and things in this vending machine?
Yep. Oh, that's good. There we are.
So in different places that the machines are, there's actually different regulations for how they have to be maintained. But how it would basically work is whenever a machine is stocked, the person who is stocking the machine, they would have a chart where they fill out for which ingredients they're stocking and the date that they stocked it. And these charts would be accessible through our entire system. So let's say when, for example, they're stocking the machine with bananas. And let's say bananas have a 4-day freshness date, that would be in our system. So a date that before that the bananas will lose their freshness, we would be notified, and then we would send an employee to the machine to restock on that certain item. And this would be with all the items in all of our machines to make sure that every machine has their fresh items.
Okay. Next question. Rick, go for it.
So as a vending machine, vending machines generally will serve processed foods that are already put together. In this particular case, you're talking about serving fresh foods. So all of a sudden we bring in food certifications. What kind of steps have you looked at or things that you have to take for, yes, cleaning it on a regular basis is one thing, but obviously the nasty little guy in the white car is going to show up from the food board to check every one of these machines. Does that come into the equation and the things that you've looked at from a cost standpoint?
Hi, my friend. Lucky you.
Okay. Shit.
Don't let him scare you. Just tell him what the answer is.
We're gonna make sure that everything is fresh over there because the technology that we use is state of the art. But with the certifications, we gotta make sure we're updated with all the new certifications to make sure that our food is fresh.
And what about the guy in the white car? What you gonna do?
Pardon?
What
We
about
comply with health standards of Canada.
All right, good. Thank you very much. Saved by the bell. You can, the pain is over. Who have I got? Have I got 2 left? 2 presentations?
2 more, yeah.
2 more, okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
It must be Scott.
Yep. It's a dark, stormy night.
Ooh.
Indeed, the darkest and stormiest. You're sitting in your home office in the year 2030. You're looking back at an illustrious business career where you've built an empire. You look proudly at your 2 little kids, who you are now parents to. They say, "I'm sick. I'm not feeling well." A quick Google search tells you that it's either fatal or they're going to be absolutely okay. You check your nearest hospital, and you're like, man, there's no way I can wait this long. I need an answer now. So my team from Tutorial B6, they have the answer for you now. I'm calling upon Team Medic Go. Come on down.
Whoa.
Yep.
Hustle, hustle. Right in the back row. Hey, the doctor's in the house. Let's go. They're all over. They're coming from everywhere. Yep, there's no, there's a little door. See the door down there? Yeah.
You pitched it better than us, you know.
They're ready.
All right, we're good. Go for it. It's March 22nd, 2010. I'm riding my favorite scooter. It's the Hot Wheel edition, so you know it's fast. I get on a rocky pathway. Boom. The scooter turns over, and my arm snaps. I rush to the doctor's. My lip is busted. My face is red from all the crying. But you know what the most stressful part was? The wait. I waited over 2 hours to see the family doctor. But I'm not the only case. 1 in 5 Canadians reported waiting 7+ days to see their family doctor. Less than 34% received immediate care. If only there was a solution to this. Then, there was Medico.
Medico is an application that was created to connect patients to pediatricians through chat and video chat options, as well as being able to book appointments with family doctors and other doctors. And there is also the option to rate your experience and your service and the doctor. Medico was created in response to the growing demand for faster and more convenient healthcare services, and this is why we created the app, to be able to provide patients and specifically parents with young children with the faster service that they require.
He will, yeah. No, he's a lawyer, actually. Are you wrapping up?
He definitely deserves 5 stars. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
So how does this work within the Ontario medical system? So is there a user pay component in addition to the basic fee charts?
So for the company, we do have 2 payment options. So the app will be free to download, and families could pay $365 a day, a year, or $1 a day. Also, there's the option to pay $50 per use. So in our target market, there's about 2 million people. We're projecting to take 1% of the market share, which is about 20,000 patients.
Okay, thanks.
So how do you work with OHIP then? So the doctor's paid by OHIP, and I'm paying you to use the app. How does the doctor get paid?
No, He's the only one who knows the answer. Whoa. Who's fast on the... Yes, welcome. Someone who hasn't spoken yet. You can do it. No. Come, my friend. Someone who hasn't spoken.
Okay,
you can do it.
I don't know what they're... okay, I heard 70-30 split from revenue with the doctors. Yep. Okay.
They're working on it.
Okay, I'm going to give you an easy one. Who was the guy in the picture?
RTA, Scotland.
Thanks, that's all I needed to know. I wanted to give you an easy one after the last one.
All right, we'll give you the break. All right. Over here. All right. Oh, yes, thank you. That's great.
Welcome, Section B. Calm down, it will take a while now. So let me explain you how it normally works. every year, Professor Adams uses a special kind of heuristic algorithm to choose or select best students in the whole cohort so that they're assigned to my tutorials. What happens next, it doesn't really matter. Because whoever I choose, they step down here and they produce a mind-blowing pitch. No pressure. This year, however, it went totally wrong. What happened is that every student here turned out to be equally excellent. That's right, I'm saying you're all excellent. It means vote for A7 and B7. Now, being a teaching assistant is a tedious work, I must tell you. So that's why I believe that every teaching assistant should have personal angels. Calm down. As a CUPE representative for PhD Student Association this year, I'm going to suggest this to CUPE so that they include it in our new contract. Every TA should have personal angels. Now, friends, don't get jealous. I will just quickly review Angel's features, and I will also explain why it's so beneficial to have personal angels assigned to you. So first, Angels can revolutionize the way I approach my scheduling by putting together all my deadlines and events in one virtual space. Second, for all my future courses, Angels agreed to create a special, very nice QR code so that absolutely all enrolled students could scan it simply by using their phones and add all the relevant deadlines to their calendars. Third, Angels agreed to provide me with all the interesting events I may be willing to attend, matching my preferences. Fourth, this one is a good one, prepare. So calm down. Fourth, Angels can host Christmas parties whenever applicable. For instance, this Sunday, they agreed to host a Christmas party for their colleagues. Vote for B7, by the way. The last but not least, Angels can make presentations and pitches at my convenience. I'm giving you CEO Mike Gross and your colleagues who will show you how to leave your scheduling nightmare in the past for good. I'm giving you Eugene's Angels. Fly down here, Angels, and bring your planner app with you.
All right. Woo, woo, woo. Now that's what I call energy. That's what I like to see.
I think he said our whole pitch. I'm not sure what's left to talk about.
You don't have to do much.
We'll try our best.
Here we go. Go team, go. Where are they? I don't know. The time might just run out. We might not have a pitch. Oh, here they go. All right. They're ready.
Imagine getting reminders about all important deadlines just when you want them.
Imagine having all your plans and events in your hands.
Imagine being able to remember all the important deadlines and events in your life.
Imagine never missing a deadline.
You don't have to imagine anymore. Planner is here, and we're going to put all your deadlines, all your events on your phone, and you can access them super easily. Okay, so our app takes your schedule, whatever you have, your preferences, and it puts it on your calendar. So it has everything scheduled. And you can also fill in a profile, which you can say you like gymming in the morning or eating out in the evening, and it'll take all your blank space, all the free time you have, and schedule it. so you never have to schedule scheduling again. Our ad revenue, it comes from our revenue streams, which include two things. Either you can pay to remove ads, or second, our innovative ad methodology. Does anyone talk about that?
Quick.
So Planner uses scanning technology to scan the documents with important deadlines. After scanning the document, it gives you an option to add the deadline or the event onto your calendar.
We speak from experience when we say that Planner is the best way to plan your events, and it's the best tool for you to plan and organize your time efficiently.
Planner also has targeted ads, so that way students can add events and times to their schedule based on where they are right now, such as club events.
Planner aims to not only help students, but also the world by reducing paper usage and donating a portion of our profits to students in third world countries.
Planner's vision is to have advertisers and universities start putting QR codes on their documents to ensure that everyone who uses Planner can easily add those dates to their calendar.
Okay, we have to wrap it up.
Also, if everyone could please take out their Snapchat apps right now, because I'm sure you all have Snapchat, just please hold down onto the screen and you will be able to see what a lovely event our beautiful Professor Jean Adams has planned for us.
All right, there we go.
So does anyone want to scream it out? Can someone please read it out? Yeah, party at Jean Adams' house on December 24th at 8:30 p.m. See you all there.
Merry Christmas. All right, there we go.
The floor is now open for questions.
I'd say so.
Good job, guys. That was fun. So how is this different, though, than technology that's already being used in schools to help students? I've seen a couple of them now come through my own home. The schools are using them already with scheduling of the work that's got to be done by when, and it's got the homework assigned, and then my kids layer in there their sporting events and blah, blah, blah. How is this different?
So our app is different because we have QR codes. So we're going to be working with universities to add QR codes to each course. So basically in the beginning of the year, the TAs or the professors are going to write down all the deadlines, and then they're going to send it to us. We're going to make a QR code for them. And then in the beginning of the year, the students are going to scan that QR code. The deadlines are going to automatically be added into their calendar with reminders as well. And we also have reading recognition technology. So if you have like an event for, like a poster for an event, you could scan it. It's going to find a date. It's going to be Netta presentations, would you like to attend?
Okay, so your QR code is your competitive advantage. That's what differentiates you from everybody else.
Exactly, and that's how we're going to be able to connect with universities and professors.
So, neat idea. I have a question, though. What if something changes? In this world, nothing is ever static. So how do you accommodate for that?
That's a very good question, and I appreciate you talking about the task of actually keeping everyone updated. Because if you have it on your phone, what if the room changes for a club event, or the time changes, or the dress code? The QR code connects to a database, and the club. So we have clubs as well that can use QR codes, and that's in addition to classes. To the previous question, but it accesses the database online, and clubs, classes, professors, as Eugene mentioned, can update it. They can update the details for events, and it updates on your phone as well. So that's how we stay linked to whatever happens in the present and how we keep you connected.
Relies on the person that owns the event to be doing the updates.
Yes, they would have to make changes.
Well, if you're the one that's changing the information, you would be telling them through that, yeah.
Thank you.
So my schedule on my phone has millions and millions of conflicts on a regular basis because I get information from one place, I add something personal from another place. And how will this deal with conflicts?
The great thing about Planner is that you can set up a profile at the beginning right when you download it, so you can start putting in things such as if you like to work out, if you're a night owl or a morning bird, and with that, it also takes in your personality, so we'll also be asking... Okay.
Thank you. Round of applause. Well done. Hooray, Saved by the Bell. Excellent. All right. Okay, great. Hey, hooray, we did it. I can't believe it. Wow. I'm blown away. Quality of the presentations were great. Just to remind you, I did open up the link that goes to the voting on Moodle. So if you happen to have Moodle, you can go there. I am going to send you the voting by email immediately. I just have to figure it out on my tablet. In the meantime, I'd like you to get to know my guests, the grillers, as our guest experts who really made this a lot of fun. I'm going to ask them just to introduce themselves, and then I'm going to invite you all to come on down and network, get to meet the people who have come. Round of applause first for absolutely everybody. Yeah, it's your turn. Whoever wants to start, that's fine. While I figure out how to send my email. Yeah, because these people weren't here last time.
Okay. For those of you that were here the last time and stuck around, I apologize for repeating myself. I don't have anything unique or crazy to add. My name is Marianne Curran. Currently, I work with a company called BrightPath Early Learning. Until this past summer, we were one of only two publicly traded early childhood education and care companies in North America. There were 3 in the world, actually. Now there are 2 in the world and only 1 in North America because we were taken private by the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan, which is one of the largest private equity companies in the world. Not a fun process to go through if you're ever so blessed to go through it. Or anticipate going through it, just run for cover. It's a very, very difficult process. Prior to being with BrightPath, I was with a company called Jones Apparel Group. I ran their Canadian division and distributed both through wholesale and retail brands such as Jones New York, Anne Klein New York, Nine West, all I'm sure familiar to many of you. And as I told the last group, I figure I get a lot out of doing these kind of sessions. The presentations are incredible, so I try to just find one little thing to leave with you. And I would say in my career, I've learned a lot. You hear a lot about mentors and which it's all good stuff, but I would say my little thing I would leave you with today is when you look at it as an opportunity as you proceed through your career, broaden your perspective a little bit. When I was looking at the opportunity to run an early childhood education company, what I saw in it was a retail opportunity. And as I spoke to the board of directors about taking on the CEO role for that company, it was the fact that I could position this as an opportunity to run this business as a retail business, to grow it like a retail business. It's been extremely, extremely successful in doing that. But again, I don't think I would have gotten the opportunity to run it if I wasn't able to kind of broaden my perspective on it and position it as something perhaps a little different than they had been thinking. So with that, I will just say to all of you that presented today, I was really, really impressed. The most impressive thing I felt was that you were able to take a ton of work, I'm sure. I'm sure that what you shared with us was the tip of the tip of the tip of the iceberg, and you boiled down a whole lot of work into like a 90-second pitch. So congratulations. That's a skill you're going to need to use as you move forward, and I thought you did an incredible job.
Actually, you're right, Marianne. They do a huge project, and on Sunday they present for 10 minutes, and then they get, 5 to 10 minutes of questions from their colleagues. And they do not prepare a 90-second pitch, although some of them, obviously did think about it, because they didn't know who would be presenting today. So I'm always impressed. It's pretty much off the cuff.
All your life, you're going to need to boil something down to the elevator
essence.
Right?
Yeah. And it'll be in the least. You'll least expect it, right? You meet somebody, you're an entrepreneur or you're in a corporate position and you happen to meet somebody, maybe at a networking event or something, and they'll just say, oh, hey, I heard you had this new project you were going to be doing. And they'll say, so what are you going to do? And you're thinking, oh, God, I could go on and on and on. And you got to find that 90-second. And it's always going to be when you least expect it. So it's a skill that I'm sure you didn't think you would want to learn right now, but yeah, definitely happened. Hey, Rita.
I'm just going to stay right here. Thank you, Jean. I'm just going to express my thanks to Jean for continuing to invite me back year after year to see these amazing presentations that you all managed to pull together. I'm sure it's a ton of work. So my background is BCom from U of T many years ago, and then crazily I decided to go back to school, so don't stop learning, go back to school or keep going to school. And then I managed to take my MBA with Jean as one of my profs. I've worked in my best profs. And we've managed to stay connected in various ways through the last decade or more than a decade. Yeah. So I've worked in financial services, banking area, but always with a focus on people and human resources, that type of thing. My career has changed over the years. I went to school thinking I'd be an accountant. Maybe some of you that want to be accountants. You may find you have other interests and things will change over the years. So I think what these presentations and being able to think on your feet and grow and change, that it does so much for you for the future. So congratulations to everybody. I'm constantly amazed by the quality of the students here. So
yeah,
awesome.
Absolutely.
My name is Rick Flanagan, and as Jean says, I'm the black sheep of the group, only because I tend to be the one that has a varied past. I went to university, varied. I went to university at Laurier, took economics. Anybody here like economics? I dare you, say yes. No? No, I hate economics. So I got out of school, I went into the banking business, then went into the franchise business, then printing, then I became a golf pro for 18 years, then I built golf courses, then I'm trying to remember them all now. Then I went into the financial services business, and then then started another business of my own, and then recently just went into I was headhunted by Xerox to become an operations manager for them. So I've got everything all over the place, and what my only message to everyone is, make sure you leave every door open. Don't pigeonhole yourself to doing one thing, because you'll be absolutely amazed at some of the things that come. Marianne is a prime example, recently coming out of the clothing business and all of a sudden in early childhood education, because she takes the retail experience and applies it to something else. And that would be my only message to everybody is look at what you do today, but use it as a stepping stone to what you do later. The message here that I see, 9 years now I've been watching these presentations, and every single year I walk away absolutely amazed. I walk out of here with ideas, trying to come up with new things, and it's absolutely remarkable what happens in these classes, and you should all be very much commended for what you do. Thank you.
All right, very nice. So if you want to make a few, Tom, hey, great, yeah, super. I'd like that.
I don't usually participate in these. I can't get up this early in the morning. But I'm the old-timer here. I came up from the United States in 1971, and Schulich was a very new school at that time. And I also am a rarity. I'm one of the few business school professors who actually has an undergraduate degree in business. Most of them have picked up the business along the way, and they've taken MBAs and so forth, and eventually gone and had doctorates, as you have to be a professor. But they don't really have roots in the undergraduate program. So I've always had a warm spot in my heart, especially for undergraduate business education. So you guys are the ones I really am enthusiastic about. There was always an undergraduate program here, but it was initially just 2 years. Years 3 and 4, you had to go through year 1 and 2 in arts. It's sort of like Ivy still works that way. And indeed, the first proposal, the first version of the BBA was simply the MBA given to the undergraduates, and they often shared same classes and so forth. That was a little annoying for the BBAs because I'm doing the same courses, same professors, have to get the same grades, but I don't get a master's degree. Right? So finally, an opportunity came about 20 years ago, if you cast your minds back.
Cast your minds back.
To actually take advantage of opportunity offered by the province and supported by the deans. I've worked with every dean we've ever had at Schulich to really create a new undergraduate four-year program in business. And it's evolved somewhat over the years. But, you know, I don't know if anybody ever really told you, but the reason we have these two big sections of this course is so that you can see yourselves as a group.
Yep.
Instead of isolated in little sections all the way through where you don't really mix with the other people. So I'm very happy that this has continued and very successfully, and the dean tells me every year how good the undergraduate class is. And it is true that there's an overall maintenance of quality in the incoming class in the BBA that's really not duplicated in any of the other programs. So I think you should consider yourselves fortunate because you have the ability to be able to survive this really quite demanding program. And I have no doubt that this is the best in the country, and one of the best, actually. And I've taught in 3 U.S. universities. I think this is an absolutely outstanding program, an outstanding group of students, and you will go far. I have one little anecdote.
All right.
There was I don't know if you've heard of Consolidated Software, a Canadian company that actually buys up smaller software companies. And the CEO called Rob in the Career Services Center and said, I need somebody as an advisor. Who are you going to send me? And he was expecting an MBA or something like that. And he says, oh, I've got just the person, send. It was actually a Chinese immigrant in the BBA program that went off. And about 2 weeks later, the guy calls back Rob and says, he's absolutely super. Do you have any more like that?
Yeah,
and yes, we do
more.
have lots more like that.
Absolutely.
So, thank you for the presentations. I enjoyed them. They're interesting. They're always interesting. So
thank you,
have
Tom.
a good life.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom, for setting us up for success. Tom, these are the 2021s. We're influence the next decade. So with that, yeah, come on down and meet. I don't know if you want to say something, Sophie. Nope, we're okay. Sophie's here. If you want to meet my guests, come on down. Very nice. You know each other. You've met each other.